How about them Knicks?
Man, what a game. What a game. That was something else. But first of all, bust down, Pantheonists. Happy Thursday. What's going on, everybody? Chi-Town in here early.
BND.
Rain in here early.
Brand new day, baby.
Yeah, brand new day. Brand new day. Come on, man. You ain't see the thumbnail? What's going on, Grand Regent? World Cup parlays off to a good start. All right, man. Get off them parlays. Get off them parlays.
It was Mexico and South Africa. Okay, that's fine.
Leave them damn parlays alone. Especially not the preset ones that they offer you. If you do anything, put your own shit together. But in all honesty, anything past like 5 legs is guaranteed.
Okay. All right. Yes. Okay.
Game's crazy. No, serious, man. That shit is we're gonna look back 10 years from now. We're gonna be like, damn, how quickly we went from you got to go to a casino or find a bookie to like this shit's everywhere and everyone's addicted.
We're that dude who's known for the files. He also in some of those emails, he was like, "Yeah, we got to get microtransaction in the video games, and we got to introduce it to the kids." Like, there's a lot of that wrong stuff.
Yeah, he was good friends with somebody over at Microsoft, somebody pretty high up. I can't really. The name is escaping me.
I don't know, but don't gatekeep that information. Let us know.
Yeah, it's something like you're right. You had it. Let's not gatekeep it.
Oh my God. I want to know who's behind making all the bills, bro. It's crazy.
What up, Junior?
Yes.
Go Knicks, big time. What a game. Down 29 points.
And I watched. I didn't go, I'm going to change the channel because we know the ending. No, I'm a connoisseur of basketball, and I like it.
I get it to a certain degree as a basketball fan. If we getting whooped like that, I get the early tap out. I understand it. But you got to check back in at half. You got to check back in on your phone just in case they start creeping back. Like I don't want to sit up there and watch my team get their teeth kicked in for 4 quarters. Like and for the first half, the Spurs couldn't miss. I mean, even in the middle of some decent runs by the Knicks, it was just 3. They were trading 3 balls for layups. And it just really didn't look like the Knicks night. But the one thing I kept, telling myself was like, man, they are hitting a lot of threes. I think they hit something like 12 or 13 threes in the first half. And I was like, that's a lot of threes. Yeah, almost 80 points. And so you have to expect at some point their foot is going to come off the gas and they're going to have a bit of a lull. Can New York get anything going offensively to close that gap? Late in the third quarter, man, they start chopping that thing down. All right, let's get it under 20. All right, let's get it under 15. All right, right there at fourth quarter, it was about like 12 or 13. When they got it under single digits, I was like, yeah, no, the Spurs going to lose. You go from a 29-point lead down to 4. Yeah, no, you've already lost. Like the game is already lost. They just finishing it out at this point. But
your boy from Akron said the same thing in the semifinal versus Serbia. He just said they were making so much. The law of averages is going to bring it down, and that's why we'll have a chance to come back.
That's kind of how it works out, man. If you are shooting that hot for that long of a period, at some point the numbers will kick in. Like it's not even that you're doing anything differently, you're any worse of a player. Just the fact that you hit so many up until this point, averages say you're going to start missing at some point. It's how good can you be when they start missing? Can you exploit them offensively? And shout out to OG Anunoby, who was the god of the night for sure. Shout out to Jalen Brunson, who gritted through a not really great first half to come out in the second and really put the Knicks on his back, man. That was some Isaiah Thomas, Allen Iverson game 1 2000 finals type shit. That was impressive to watch. The 3 over Wemby in the fourth quarter. Oof.
I don't know who's going to be the MVP, but Karl Anthony Towns with his foul trouble leaving the game, allowing for the Spurs to have such a good lead.
I wasn't
surprised. Is evidence to his significance on the team. So if he becomes the MVP, everyone's a candidate. OG, Jalen, and Cat.
Right now, I'd say Jalen and OG are the candidates right now. Towns, my thing with Towns is that Karl Anthony Towns should be the best player on that team. He's not, because we got defensive issues sometimes, we got motor issues other times, and like last night.
You watch game 1? How he was containing Victor?
Hold on, I said sometimes. And also, if we get to what was wrong last night, that's focus. Man picked up the personal foul 10 seconds into the game. Like, if you are the main defender on the best player on the court, getting a foul before we can sit down in our seats is egregious. So, like, it's a focus thing. It's a consistency thing with Cat that has always plagued him, even from his Minnesota days. Jimmy Butler, I tell you. But
Jimmy Butler,
it was a great game. Great game by everybody involved.
Yeah, then we got to see inside the NBA, and that was great to see EJ and Draymond Green, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal, the Newark native, Shaquille O'Neal. Let me go on this side. Is partnering with
Archie. Grand Regent, you always will.
Is partnering with Archie Comics to develop a new comic book series focusing on the life of the African king turned pirate known as Black Caesar, or Caesar. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. The comic book series titled Vengeance Unchained, The Legend of Black Caesar, features a creative team including writer Stephanie Williams and artist Ray Anthony Hyde. The series production being overseen by O'Neal's multimedia company, Jersey Legends Productions and Authentic Studios, Variety reported. One interesting thing is celebrities getting involved in comic books. Charlemagne the God does. I think Colin Kaepernick dipped his toe, but I don't think he's involved. Yeah,
he's doing like youth stories. He don't do a comic.
And then he had the AI thing also, because he's a comic guy, but I wasn't with the AI thing. I don't want to rehash that one though. The comic book series titled Vengeance Unchained. Sorry, I'm here now. The series follows an African king's journey through a brutal transition from royalty to slavery and eventually to piracy as he searches for his kidnapped love into the Caribbean, according to Blex Media. All right, that's it. Royalty to slavery, and then he becomes a pirate. Does that premise?
I was about to say, is this the project she was barking about? Like, hey, I know y'all better have this on the y'all better have these on the pre-order. Is this the one?
Later on in this, you'll hear her say that she said it's a summer of announcements. It doesn't end with this.
Okay, got it. I say I have mild to medium excitement for a title like this. It sounds interesting. Concept of a I guess a multitude of faces of a character. So you got a kind of like a tyrannical side, and you got like a he says he goes into being a smuggler at some point. So he's a criminal side. He's a king. So he's got to have some sort of piousness to him. There's got to be a duality of character and all of that. So a lot of opportunity to tell some good story with the character who wears that many faces. So I'm mildly to mediumly excited about something like that from
Mr. Al-Kebula and Too Much Slave Stories. Lauren says the story needs to be good.
Yep.
Grand Regent says that sounds interesting. Quote, we built something that's going to entertain you and make you think, and I'm ready for the world to see what we created with Archie Comics, an iconic brand I've been a big fan of for many years, O'Neal told Variety. Archie has such an incredible legacy of storytelling, and being able to collaborate with a brand that has meant so much to generations of fans made this project even more exciting for me. You just, when when they just don't know anything about comic books and they just offer a quote like that, like, shut up. that gave me nothing. The character is believed to be based on a composite of folklore and the documented life of a West African man who served on Blackbeard's crew before his execution in 1718. Okay, year 1718. I don't know everything about world history, but I can imagine what's going on then. I'd like to go into the past before 1718, maybe just 200 years before. Give me some Mansa Musa maybe in West Africa. That'd be cool.
It's almost like in at least in Western media, like before the 16th century, Black people don't exist in the world. And if they do, they only exist within the confines of what Western media likes to show of African people, which is, huts and spears and shit. It's like there were no Black people anywhere else, nowhere else in the entire planet.
Growing up, I always loved stories about warriors who refused to quit, O'Neal told Variety. Black Caesar starts as a king, loses everything, and takes his freedom back on his own terms. That's the kind of story I want to help tell. Okay, I'm not calling it a bad story, and it is an interesting premise, but it's just not my whatever, bro. I watched Scary Movie too, and that Scary Movie also I watched that movie and it wasn't like hitting the representation quota that I look for either. So whatever, it'll be funny or it'll be entertaining. Yeah.
I mean, again, it's not like I'm stopping the presses over it, but I would pick it up, if it had a dope cover and then I got good feedback about the story, it would be an easy pickup.
You can pre-order the comic book and come to your comic book shop. They're not kickstarting it. They're not asking for money before they produce it. It's coming. It's a thing. And that's the benefit of like teaming up with Archie, like an actual publisher. Stephanie Williams is also going to be doing Vixen, and we're all supposed to pretend like we don't know she's doing Vixen. We're all supposed to pretend like we don't know Stephanie Williams is doing the Vixen comic book.
Yeah, no, I'm much more interested in a character like Vixen than the newer book that's getting teased here. What do you think the more news to come stuff is? Do you have any idea what that is?
Vixen.
Just Vixen. Vixen in this book.
That's all it is. And it's going to be, maybe it's not rushed because she did get nominated for that Eisner Award, which we'll talk about The Rock chasing the Oscar in a second. But the Eisner Awards are something that maybe the regular reader goes, oh, the Stephanie Williams, she's been nominated. Maybe I'll give her book a chance. And maybe that extra like few thousand more people might be reading the Vixen book.
Don't you say her name. You've abandoned her. You will abandon the Chosen. You ain't Team Chosen.
Just doesn't air in Canada.
Just remember,
really?
I'm with you.
It never aired in Canada. But
how were you watching it? Or you got a VPN or something?
A website that doesn't work anymore. That's how I was watching it.
Got it.
I might need to email the creators and they'll send me a link like they did that other guy. Ianu this week had a trailer for their second movie. They go back in time. This is ancient, except no themes of slavery. That's the thing, though. Like I think they're not cashing in on those slavery dollars. But all right, let's give it a chance with this fantasy in the past. See if it's good.
Always.
You know nothing. You are nothing except a liar.
End this vicious cycle once and for all.
The dominant and powerful shall rule the earth.
He cannot be allowed to live.
First Father, Elida, Chosen, grant me the strength to end this war.
With another Chosen in the past?
I am done seeking your forgiveness.
Fire, ice.
What's the matter, friend? Are you tired?
Hey, we're getting better.
People of the beat. You see a little flash of Yano? There she was in there.
Yeah.
Called Yano, so
she had a little second.
Did I miss the first movie? When did the first movie come out?
About a year ago.
Yeah, I missed it.
And this is going to premiere on Cartoon Network on July 11, a month from now. And then the next day you can stream it on HBO Max, unless you're in Canada.
I think that shit is so dope that they promote this as a Saturday morning cartoon. I think that shit is so dope. And why other people are not taking advantage of that, I will never understand. Even from a streaming perspective, you could release things at a certain time on your service
X-Men
to push
97.
traffic, calculable traffic that you can count on a recurring type of model. But I don't know. I guess they don't need nobody to do that over there for them. But the Yanu is at least taking advantage of it. One other thing I hope we get out of that movie, because it seems like it's a little bit more adult, like there aren't any children in it other than Ayanu. Let's push the envelope on the violence just a little bit. I don't mean we got to go blood and gore. We don't got to go full on Saw, but like it could feel like there's a little bit more stakes at time with the Yanu. And most of the times they get in them battles, I don't really feel like anybody's in real danger unless she's fighting the chick that was in the that was just in that poster for the new movie, the chick with the braids from the leader of the People of the Deep. Can't remember her name right now.
The Deep. Yanu. Paramount is gonna sell Cartoon Network and Nick though. They got both, huh? Yeah, they got both now.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Can they sell BET?
Fine with me.
That'd be nice.
It depends on who they sell it to.
Is BET like done? It's been kind of.
I don't know, man. Like obviously somebody's watching it over there, but in terms of my viewership, yeah, it's. I don't even go there to watch reruns anymore. I'll watch reruns on TNT or TBS for Black movies before I stick around and do it on BET. I might catch a episode of Sister Sisters or Divorced Sisters or White House Sisters or some shit like that.
I feel so sorry. I know the goal, I know the intention, the destruction of Black people. To quote your girl from the Boondocks, I know BET's role, and so it's not like to be a profitable or successful.
No, absolutely or not. It's to show and continue to spread degradation. That's all it's for.
Continue to spread degradation. That's what the BET.
Now, at one point, we were beating the intention of BET because we had music, right? And so things like 106 in Park and Rap City, and it drove a strong cultural presence. And then they realized that, and they was like, "Oh fuck, no, we need more sisters cheating with their wives, husbands, and or that type of shit with their husbands, wives, their sisters, whatever. We need weird intermarital conflicts. That's what we sell here on BET."
I heard Byron Allen talking about how he wants to own Stars, and maybe he'll do things with the Stars network. So I guess the next goal.
Yeah, I was about to say, I hope somebody get it, because the way 50 Cent moving, boy, we got another Power-esque like, oh yeah, I'm slowing down with Power. Psych, I got 2 more Power series coming, and then we're gonna do Power Boxing. Like, come on, bruh, do something else. Did anything else?
Did 50 have a disagreement or something with the person who made Nemesis?
With Courtney Kemp?
Courtney, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't anything public if they did. I could see the divergence in where the content is going from both of those individuals, though. Like, one is kind of suspended in what they've always done and what they know the baseline audience wants to see, and is terribly afraid of venturing outside of that, right? They're safe in where they're at. They want to make money, so they're going to stay there. And the other side, I think, is branching out further away from what they have been in recent years. And that's Courtney Kemp and Nemesis. So
50's trash. Bring back BMF. What's BMF?
Some more shit about what we're talking about. The Big Meech story. Like BMF, blowing money fast. Big Meech.
No,
not ringing a bell. Miami.
Not familiar. 50 just being petty. That's all. Nemesis is legit. So maybe Courtney Kemp is like, this is what I can do. So you needed me. You were nothing without Courtney Kemp.
Not that Nemesis is totally divorced from crime or anything like that. Like, you don't. I don't want to have this stance that, like, you can't talk about criminal aspects in your shows, because I like Ozark. You know what I'm saying? I like Breaking Bad. Right? Those shows are terrific. They're some of the greatest shows of all time, and they're decidedly criminal shows. But the issue with me is that Power had become just like a soft core porn fashion commercial. Like, that's all the series are for. All of the characters going to be decked out in the latest Italian fashion houses, and we're going to have an average of 2.5 sex scenes per episode. And the story wasn't going anywhere. It's very repetitive. It wasn't interesting anymore for me. Nemesis at least giving you a fresh start. And it could end up exactly where we at right now, or where I'm at with Power, but that's not where it is currently. So I'll stick on that train for a while.
Basically, we need more variety in Black stories. Well, yeah. No, not calling Nemesis bad, not calling Scary Movie unfunny, not calling whatever bad individually. These shows, like, they execute what they are supposed to do. And hey, remember Children of Blood and Bone in IMAX, and that's based off of 3 books. So if this does successful, there will be sequels. So pay money.
Show. You think the finals are over? You think the Knicks gonna close it out here in San Antonio or what?
I hope they lose in San Antonio. I need one more game back in MSG.
I guess, I'm not really a Knicks fan, so I don't care where they close it out at. But yeah, I would say it's over. I would say after being up 29, you lost the first 2 games at home. Then you come out game 3 and you win. Game 4, you really whooping their ass. Like you focused. You really gave it your best punch in that first half. You was kicking their teeth in, and then you lost in embarrassing fashion. I think that's a dejecting loss. That's a goddamn type of loss. And so with San Antonio not really having a whole bunch of vets, at least not ones that play, all right, like De'Aaron Fox is probably one of your more veteran players on that roster that plays a lot. So they got a lot of young guys. It's tough to expect them to get up and run off 3 straight after how the first 4 games went. So I think it's over. I would say it's done skis.
I cannot believe it. We're gonna watch this De'Aaron Fox skit from Mark Phillips of Supreme Dreams. 3 minutes. Wow.
Hey, babe, come pick me up real quick. I'm at the same spot. All right. Shit. What y'all thought y'all was gonna corner me or something? I knew this was gonna happen. Shit, we be running up mountains and shit, 30,000 feet. Got monk costumes and shit, and can't hit 2 free throws. I mean,
he did miss 2 free throws.
I'm not myself to nobody. I could try to take accountability. You gotta take accountability too, because we was up 30, and nigga, you messed up too.
He's right.
Hey, Spurs practice tomorrow. With series not over.
He's right.
Come on, I'm a bit, so I'm gonna get by you. I'm gonna go to sleep. hey, wait, let me.
Get in there, and I get your spot, nigga.
And I get your spot.
This ain't all on Fox. Every one of you niggas made history tonight with that sorry ass performance.
You okay? You understand?
No, do you understand that you're not a goddamn monk, nigga? That shit off of you. Your big ass let them come back 30 points? What y'all done did to my Spurs organization? Do you not know how to stop fouling? Yeah, boy. Good job, young fella. Future.
Yeah.
And why is this nigga crying? Fuck, you just came in here yelling at me and just caught me by surprise. I only got 5 minutes. Somebody call this nigga mama so he can stop goddamn all that noise. But the biggest problem is what the fuck do you do?
Hey, I don't know who the Spurs head coach is. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. Every time they put him on camera, I'm like, who is this man? Hoppo, who this man? Who that? Who is this?
Play hard.
Play hard.
This piece of paper say play hard. This nigga is the reason y'all lost. I'm not.
Stan Van Gundy him. Hey, you know what they did though? You know what they do here? RDC World? Mitch Johnson, light skinned guy. They got Desmond to play him. Unlike John Stewart and DCU, I'm just saying, like the thought that went into that is being ignored for other franchises.
Hey, I'm gonna give De'Aaron Fox just a little bit of bail. I'm gonna give him just a little bit of bail because if he gets an and one layup there, the game is over. We got 15 seconds left. It really don't matter how many timeouts they got anymore. Like if I just hit the layup,
yeah.
Now, the problem is you don't know who's hawking you down. Like if you could have seen that was OG, all right, yeah, let's go ahead and get this up on the rim at least, so he can't swat it. But I kind of get where he was going. People are like, oh, why didn't you dribble it out? I mean, what if he fouls me? Right? Wemby just went to the line and missed 2. He's an over 80% shooter. We just lost the lead, the 29-point lead. Maybe I want to make sure this game is done. But you make a play like that, you gotta finish though. You gotta get the ball in the hoop. So I get why people are mad. This is not worse than J.R. Smith 2018 for me though. Definitely not. Definitely not J.R. Smith 2018. Oh no. People was talking, oh, this is the worst decision in the NBA. No. There was a guy who caught a rebound off the miss. Kind of is similar circumstances. George Hill misses 2. J.R. Smith get a rebound, bang. I don't know what to do. LeBron, where you at? Yeah. LeBron,
I thought we were up. Darius, you posted on your story about this. What's worse, J.R. Smith or De'Aaron Fox? He's muted for you too?
Yeah. Can't hear you.
My apologies.
You good?
I don't think it's as bad as JR. I think De'Aaron Fox's was bad, given the fact that you're a veteran, given the fact that you should know these game situations. This is not your first time you've been in a game situation. You've been up 1 with seconds on the clock, whether that be from your little league days to your high school days, your college days. You've been in that situation many times in basketball in your career. So you should know how to handle that situation. Not only that, I saw something that said, who do you put the blame on? De'Aaron Fox, Wemby, or I can't remember their coach's name, but him, I put the blame on him. He is the commander in chief. De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper are the facilitators of his being commander in chief when they're on the floor, but he is the commander in chief. It is on him. You can't calm your guys down with 13 seconds left in the game and tell them to hold the fucking ball. You're up by 1. Why would he shoot that? Why would you allow him to shoot that? Yeah, I don't know. It last night, since they didn't win and they allowed the Spurs to win, because I honestly thought, hey, they're going up 3-1. This possibly get out the brooms. This possibly is going to be
28. Bro, shut up. Shut up.
He's young.
There is no way. He's 28 years old coaching the Spurs.
I don't think he's 28, but he's young.
Bro, they just giving out jobs in the NBA now. I think JJ Redick got a job. He's working for the Lakers, and he coached his daughter's 3rd grade basketball team. It's the only coaching job he's ever had. How old is he?
39.
39. Okay, I was about to say 28 is nuts. 28 is fucking crazy.
And I also think, and I'm guilty of this. I think I think Wemby's great, but I think the conversation of best player in the world is also premature. After the series with Oklahoma City, I said, because I was at this, I was going to watch parties with people, and I said he's not the things that he's doing, the things that he was doing against Soft Dash, Charmin Ultra Chet. He is not doing that against Cat. That's not happening. Cat's got size on him. As far as height, of course, he's got height on everybody. But as far as body mass goes, and that's something Wemby's not willing to do, play in the middle.
That's so confusing to me. People just be throwing his ass around. Alvarado threw his ass to the ground last night.
He's not willing to play in the middle, bro. You're
like 8 feet tall.
But
There's no way.
He's a baby deer.
Like I could pick up Wemby and move him. The way that they was tossing him around out there, I'm like, that don't look right. Like you're too. I get he's not bulky at all. He's a very fluid athlete, so he's thin. But like from the sheer mass of you being 7'5", it should be very hard to put you in a different place. And so I don't know if that's effort or if that's just he don't eat his Wheaties, but something got to change on that side.
I think it's both. Because Wemby's effort. My thing is this, and as a Spurs, as the Spurs coach, what's his name again? What is his name?
Mitch Johnson.
As Mitch Johnson, there's no fucking way I'm not telling you as 7'5" to get your big ass in the middle and we're running every fucking play through you. What?
Hey, he loves the pick and pop. He want to stay up.
Man, he want to be a guard so bad. He wants to be a guard so bad.
And he nice though too. He can shoot the ball.
He can.
But you was 9 of 25 or something like that last night. So like, there's no reason for you to still be shooting jumpers. You're 7'5". Imagine Yao Ming having a bad shooting night. So he's like, all right, let me get these jumpers in. let me get my jumper going.
I'm telling you, and that's not like he can't hit that elbow or that deep three or whatever. But I mean, he's got a lot of different things in his bag. But the thing about it is, nigga, you are 7'5". As a coach, you are 7'5". I'm not allowed. Like, yes, okay, you can pop out every now and then, but 7 times out of 10, you're in the middle. We're running our offense through. You're getting fouled. You're going to the line because if you're up here, they're just gonna start grabbing at the ball. They're gonna grab at your arm. You're gonna get a hand one or
under. On Cat in the first quarter, and it was like he was outside of the lane when he pumped. Then, or was it Cat? No, it was Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson goes for the pump fake, and he kind of gets around him. Within one step, he's in the paint, laying it up, finger rolling it. I'm like, bro, you have to attack. You have to attack more. Got to.
I agree. Yeah, and Cleves, I agree with you here. He is still young. However, it is Mitch Johnson's job to steer his young mind and mold it and tell him, hey, you're 7'5". Your game is going to come from the middle. Not telling you can't pop out, but you need to get in the middle. So, I agree with you, but he needs to be molded. That's Mitch Johnson's job.
Yeah.
Didn't Popovich coach him in the first year of his career? He did. Before he had the illness problem.
I believe so, yeah, before he had the stroke.
Yeah, Pop tired. He ain't got time for all that. But you would think an organization that built David Robinson, the Admiral, that built Tim Duncan, the big fundamental. Like, we not about to just sit up here and watch you shoot jumpers the rest of your career. That's what we not gonna do.
Why did you have to say their nicknames?
Because the only reason why they got nicknames is because the Spurs built them. Because the Spurs made them some of the greatest big men of all time.
He's the alien, right? That's his nickname?
Who's that? Wemby?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
That's what it is, alien.
Call him Black Yao. Blacky Yao. But yeah, he's got to get some post work in here. Go do the, every other year there's like some player that should have a post game that doesn't really have one, that pretends to go work with Akeem Olajuwon but doesn't really come back with a post game like I used to do with Kobe. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna learn how to do the post fakes like Kobe and don't bring it to the season with you. So the shit was performative as hell. Do that, but then get an actual trainer and just work some hooks, bro. Like just work some hooks. Something.
You talking about Wemby's tired?
Well. Yeah. No. I think he was talking about Pop.
I was gonna say, because I do agree with that. Wemby be looking hella tired sometimes. Sometimes I'll be like, you need to pull that brother out. He's tired.
They don't have another big though, not a legitimate one.
Hey, they don't. But the white boy, the Viking white boy, he be getting in there looking like he be getting in there. He be doing some stuff though.
He wasn't getting in there doing
Luke Cornett.
Is that his name?
Yeah, he was
the one that had the big time block against OKC.
The gold against OKC. I got you.
Yeah, the one against
I was about to say last night that was a gold 10.
Oh, the Canadian dude from Vancouver. Oh.
Is Tim Duncan on the staff? Timmy, this is embarrassing, Tim. Come on now.
He was like an assistant coach the year after he left.
He's taking care of Pop now.
Wemby was like, hey, he will not let me shoot. He needs to go.
No, I'm not. Are you laughing at what I said? I'm being serious. He's taking care of Pop. Like he's just like personal. Like he. No, I'm serious. I'm not. Why are y'all laughing? He takes care of Pop.
No,
like
the fuck
his-
he doesn't. Pop is he's a millionaire. He has a wife.
I'm telling you, he does. Look it up. I'm telling you, he does.
He probably visit him a lot.
Nigga, he is his CNA.
Would you move out of San Antonio? It's a good city. It's warm, right? Like you have a life there. Probably your kids are in school there. I wouldn't move, but I'm not him either. I would go back to the Virgin Islands, but like reside in San Antonio for my main life. That's what I do. You're Tim Duncan. Where do I want to go? Where I'm Tim Duncan at San Antonio.
Pop's wife passed away. Damn. Is that why he?
That's why he needs Tim Duncan.
Damn.
I'm telling you, Timmy is his personal everything.
You get Manu if you need a little entertainment. Tony's just a phone call away too. David Robinson didn't forget, and then I mean Sean Elliott, some of those guys, Bruce Bowen,
Michael Finley.
So
getting shot over here in the Kobe. Shout out to Bean.
Didn't he do the Hakeem Olajuwon trip?
Who's that? Kobe?
Yeah.
Man, Kobe was built in his post presence at Lower Marion High School. Okay. We came out of 8th grade with a post game.
You can't see it, but this whole mural is my boy Kobe.
But you know who came out of 8th grade with a mustache? Dwayne Johnson. It's him talking about the interviews, talking about the Oscars. Where is it? Per Esquire, the doc felt the lump and said it was probably no. Let's wait for it. Where's the Oscar? Here it is. Jumanji and Moana bringing Johnson back to the blockbuster fold. After last year's A24 drama, The Smashing Machine stretched his dramatic acting chops and earned him career best reviews. Oscar buzz was instant the second Smashing Machine premiered. It would have been incredible to get nominated for an Oscar, Johnson admitted. I realized very quickly that it's a rare thing to reach this pinnacle where you're even having these conversations, and it's exciting. It would have been amazing. I wish it had happened, but it didn't. But in no uncertain terms did I ever think, oh, that doesn't matter. I always thought it mattered. And it has lit a fire in my spine, which is, let's go back to work. Dwayne, no. You're supposed to say, well, that's an opinion-based award. And look, I did the movie. I did everything the right way for it. I tried. It didn't work. I don't think I will ever be seen in that light, but I'm glad for what I did. I will now take roles that are meaningful to me, and I'm not, oh no, I got rejected. It's gonna light up. This is not the CFL, bro. You can't like try harder and maybe another tryout. It's it. Dwayne, it's it. We'll go face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 45 or something. We want more out of you than stop trying. They don't like you. They don't see you for your talent. I do. I love you, Dwayne. I'm a big fan. Dwayne, Rock, I call you Rock. Wrestle, right? Like bulky again, do all the drugs safely. Get into shape. Wrestle. Cut promos on the microphone. Do what you're awesome at. Do what there is nobody on planet Earth better than you at. That's not a lie. That's not me being a fan either. There's no one better at doing what you can do, and you can still do it. Can you finish this? Can you end the story, bro? You're in your 50s. Now, some guys go longer, Sting, but he's a shell of what he was. Some guys go longer. I think you can bring excellent performances. It's what we want from you, Dwayne. Stop chasing the Oscar. I'm done.
Yeah, where do you get off expecting that from Dwayne Johnson? Where do you get off thinking that Dwayne Johnson doesn't want to be in the in crowd? That he will get back turned on him, or he will have people not praise or exalt him, and he'll just take his ball and go home. Since when? Since when? Wrong guy. And again, just like you said, nobody in the world better at it than at what he does than him. Instant Hall of Famer, a consummate pro in the ring, deadly on the mic. I mean, nobody sells better than The Rock. He's the guy. I love The Rock. Okay, he's my favorite wrestler of all time. I also know who Dwayne Johnson is, though. And I also know that Dwayne Johnson ain't gonna stop trying to kiss that Academy ass until he gets an Oscar, and because that's just kind of who he is. If the option is to, all right, screw it, you don't acknowledge me, I'll go to get acknowledged somewhere else, or continue to kiss up, or continue to try and make yourself fit within the contents of what people want you to be, he's going to choose the latter, not the former.
Jason Lee has an award show too. You can attend that. You'll be appreciated.
Ain't no white people there. He don't care nothing about that. He don't care about no BET awards. He don't want no Essence Fest awards. He don't want no Soul Train award. He might take a Una Fala, but he ain't taking no. He don't care nothing about none of that other shit. He wants an Oscar.
The Ula Fala is that Samoan necklace with the petals on it, and it's given to the tribal
people. Take one of those for sure.
While Johnson's open to discussing his relationship to acting and awards, he's staying quiet when it comes to politics. He notably told Fox in 2024 he regretted endorsing Joe Biden in 2020. My goal is to bring this country together. I believe in that. There will be no endorsement at this level of influence. I will keep my politics to myself. It is between me and the ballot box. He would continue in this invisible ink to say, damn, Black Adam could have made more money if I just got all the MAGA money. But no, that's what he said right
what
there.
What the fuck? He's actually said that shit?
Yeah, it says right there, variety. You gotta have special link. He goes, I should not have upset half of the voter base and made them think of me as someone who wasn't with them and was working against them. And that's why Black Adam and some of my other movies kind of weren't performing too well. I hope they don't hold this against me. But I mean, they're gonna remember that what I did with Kamala and Joe. Remember, that's what he said.
He got to cut it the fuck out. He has to cut it the fuck out. You know what? You know what cost me the billions on Black Adam? It was the goddamn Joe Biden endorsement. Like, bro, you gotta chill. You gotta cut it out. And I don't even really be coming at Black Adam all like that. Like I thought Black Adam was a decent flick. Don't tell me that the MAGA money is the reason why you wasn't successful in making money with Black Adam, fam.
I'm sure
he's telling jokes now.
I'm sure there's a few million that you can point at. Okay, that endorsement he did with the Democrats is why.
A few million globally, that's nothing. That's nothing. If it's even that high. Again, people.
Are we talking about Black Adam failing because of this?
Yes.
No.
That's why I was laughing so fucking hard because he was anti-Trump. Fam, come on, man. Most of the planet is anti-Trump. Don't play these type of games, bro. Don't do that.
Man, I can't.
What do you think is his intention? What do you think is his intention for not doing any more politics? It's that. Oh my God! Wait, the people who voted for the other dude is not gonna like me anymore, so I'll just keep it to myself and the ballot box.
Dog. If he believes that his descent in terms of quality of films in the last, let's call it 5 to 7 years, is a result of him choosing a different political faction, you're a fucking idiot. You're a moron. People do not. That's not how people vote with their dollar, unless you are far and away like My Pillow guy type of enthusiasm for your candidate. You simply did that happen? Did they lose all of Megan Thee Stallion's white Southern fans when she was at Kamala's concert?
Does she have white Southern fans?
You don't think white girls in the South listen to Meg Thee Stallion? You don't think that white girls from Houston listen to Meg? White girls in Texas listen to Meg?
Yeah. I don't think that the base that Meg would have turned off is as large as the base Dwayne Johnson would have turned off.
How? I think Dwayne Johnson we're talking about the same crowd. We're talking about endorsing a ticket, right? Or endorsing a Democrat. And then how is your conservative audience going to take it? How is that not a 1-to-1?
So The Rock appeared at the Republican convention 2000, maybe it was, or maybe before that. He's been accepted in those spaces. He's had a long time, and the roles he does and just things that he's in front of.
Donald Trump himself was a lifelong Democrat before running for president as a Republican.
And so that's not. And he lost his Democrat base when he ran for the Republicans. Dwayne Johnson never did something to lose that Republican base. I don't think the Republican base, or as much of them, were with Meg the Stallion, and her going Democrat made them go away. I just don't think there was that many of them to begin with.
I think the idea that conservative comic book fans didn't go see Black Adam because he endorsed Joe Biden is laughable. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I don't think it's ridiculous.
All of these liberal directors that they go out and watch in droves. They go watch Christopher Nolan. They go watch Steven Spielberg. They go watch liberal after liberal after liberal after liberal. But you endorsing a president as a millionaire, benefactor, donor is what turned people off the fucking Jungle Cruise. Eat a dick, Dwayne. That's just not the case. Okay, it's really not. It's not. Upsetting MAGA is not going to lose you money on family content. Upsetting MAGA is not going to lose you money on a superhero film. The film was shit. It just wasn't that great of a film.
Well, I can't speak to Jungle Cruise and anything else outside of, you know, Black Adam, because I'm not watching rock films like that. But the Black Adam didn't fail because he endorsed Donald Trump. Black Adam, there's a laundry list of reasons.
No, Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Or yeah, Joe Biden. There's a laundry list of reasons as to why Black Adam failed. Him endorsing Trump was not one of them.
No, I'd say it's one of them. By the way, to be clear, in the quote, Dwayne Johnson doesn't say that. I was like ad-libbing, and I was like, it's all in invisible ink, and I was adding the words. Mark, I don't know. I think, Marcus, you missed me saying that, though. But yeah, I'm telling you that the real reason why he's saying I'm going to be apolitical now and keep it to myself is not to turn off the base.
Okay. And I'm actually glad that he's taking that stance, so that now it can be, if that's truly how he feels, and I want to see how apoliticalness improves your box office sales. Let's see it, buddy. Let's see you go out there and go get that Billy, because you're no longer standing high and can't. Look, personally, I don't give a shit. I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I don't really give a fuck. But you doing that and then being like, oh, this is the reason why I'm experiencing a lack of success in my profession, and it has nothing to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with the roles you're choosing, how you perform in them, how the films are shot. It's because the people on the other side, the losing side, by the way, the side that had the fucking insurrection at the U.S. Mall, right? The side that lost the 2020 election. That's the side that you think cost you money. The
Wasn't
folks that
70,
lost.
Isn't that 70 million voters?
Chill. First of all, the idea that you can lose 70 million voters by endorsing another person is stupid. It's ridiculous. Most of those 70 million don't even understand that you're on the other side of the political divide. They don't follow politics that closely. They're not watching rallies. They're not searching for official endorsements. Okay, so the vast majority of people don't even know that you did it. How the hell could it affect your underlying box office for a global film?
Because, like you said, most of the people don't. But to the people who did, if they're on the fence, do I go see this movie or not? Do I like The Rock or Biden?
Do you think that people in the UK gave a fuck who he voted for, Trump or Biden? You think people in Australia or New Zealand or any other places where this film was shown gave a damn?
There are people in England and New Zealand who have that philosophy, who, even though they're not actually in the States, they will go, oh yeah, he's the one that's against my white nationalist hero. So yeah. How many is the argument?
Power, bro.
How many is the argument, and is it enough to make a dent? Is the argument? I can't tell you exactly how many. If it's 90%, if it's 70%, if it's 99% of people who don't care, but there's people who were turned off by that.
I think you give that crowd a little bit too much credit than they deserve. If they were able to move public sentiment like that, things would be much different. Like our world would look a lot different. A lot of things wouldn't exist if that were the popular sentiment, or if they could even be galvanized to that degree around something like that.
Like Top Gun Maverick doing exceptionally well.
Yeah, I don't think only conservatives watch Top Gun Maverick.
Because it was yes, you're right. Because it was the movie that wasn't woke and it did numbers, and it was like, hey, recommend. There's example. There are a few examples of movies that's like white cast and them rallying around that thing.
First of all, war propaganda movies do well on both sides of the aisle, right? American Sniper,
well.
They do extremely well on both sides of the aisle. Secondly, when Top Gun Maverick came out, we were in the middle of the streaming changeover and COVID. right? It was a bright spot in the middle of absolutely nothing. There was nothing in the theaters. We were watching B films if we were even able to leave our house. So, like, again, we're giving too much credit to a crowd of folks that usually end up in the minority of conversations. Like, oh, they're the reason why Black Adam didn't make $400 million more. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. And the article draws it out.
$400 million. $400 million is ridiculous. Yes.
Well, hundreds of millions of dollars in any amount feels like a lot to me.
Are we forgetting the shithole that DC was in by the time Black Adam even came out?
That's like DC itself as a studio was terrible.
Yep. I still think that
Henry Cavill himself couldn't even get asses in seats, and he was in the goddamn movie.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw Black Adam, I was one of 16 people, maybe. I was the only one that stood up and clapped when I saw Henry because I thought, yay. Maybe here's their turnaround coming.
Goddamn fake out. No, there's fine, and that's fine. We talked a couple weeks ago about how most people just kind of follow anyways. Like that's not a political affiliation thing. That's a human thing. My point is that the things that crowd hold dear and want to push to the forefront, racial homogeny and you know, the prisons and pro cops and, you know, the stuff that they like to go for is not popular sentiment. So the idea of like, oh, I can't piss them people off or it's going to fuck up my box office. It's like saying the two losers that pick their boogers in the back of class, if they hate you, then you won't be popular. It just doesn't read to me. You know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we get it. I think there's more of them who can affect a movie success than you do.
I don't, because the Daily Wire would be a goddamn banger. They wouldn't be going bankrupt if that was true. If that were true, companies like PragerU and fucking Daily Wire and all of that ultra conservative shit, True Social, would be popular. Why isn't any of that shit popping? Where are all these people at? Do they just not want to be collective? They don't want to be in a group somewhere on a collective platform? Where is this army full of conservatism? Where are they at?
That's a good point, but I'd also tell you that there hasn't been a big budget Daily Wire film, one of those.
Because nobody's funding conservatism. Nobody's giving money
conservatism
for conservatism. It's a private enterprise. You got to give your own cash.
I'd like to see a well-funded, huge Daily Wire movie, and then we could go with accomplishing some of the action beats and some of that great stuff that make the movies the movies. I'd like to see them put $70-80 million behind a movie, something incredible like that, for this so we could go, oh, well, you know what, Daily Wire means nothing. I can't say that.
Yeah. Is the number one broadcast in America. Oh my God. Okay. If we don't understand that who's watching cable news and why that may be the case, then I don't think we're on the same plane. I don't think we're on the same page.
I'd also remind you that MSNBC and CNN are attractive to Democrats.
Like they're center left. They're pretty conservative themselves.
Hold on. There's two places to split the audience if you're not looking for that Republican stuff. There's only one cable news for Republican stuff. So therefore, there's less competition, and that's why they're, quote, number one.
Also, if I were, because the majority of people under 60 watch their news online and not on a fucking linear cable channel. If we were to put together some of the biggest liberal productions on the internet and confront and compare with that of a Fox News, I think we would be able to see a little bit of a clearer picture. Fox News is the biggest in their area. They're the biggest on their platform in cable when they have to compete against CBS and MSNBC and CNN. Right? Nobody's talking about breaking points. Nobody's talking about Pod Save. Nobody's talking about Midas Touch. independent media is where the majority of thinking people are these days. Don't bring me cable news, man. Don't bring me cable news.
Who you like more?
That's your proof that it's popular? Now tell me somebody else you know that watch it that's under 50.
Yeah. Let's bring it to these super chats that came in today because the people are here.
I'm a gigolo, spending lots of dough. You can tell the way the wide body sitting on floor.
I'm too fly, $5. Way worse than JR. This is way worse than JR? That was a laveup. Yeah, he's like, I got some space.
Let me going for it. At least he shot the ball.
Cavs were losing that series no matter what. This one would have ended even up
one. LeBron had just scored 51 points, his highest point total in the playoffs ever. They were going to lose it no matter what. Come on, man. Come on. Why are we rewriting history? The De'Aaron Fox had a chance to dribble the game out, potentially, right? If he doesn't get fouled and go up and miss a free throw, potentially dribble it out for the game. J.R. Smith could have won the game for the Cavs. And instead, he doesn't even put the ball up towards the rim. He dribbles out away from his basket, thinking they were already up one. He doesn't. Like, you can say De'Aaron Fox was a bad decision. Cool. But J.R. Smith, it was more than just a bad decision. He didn't even know what the situation was. At least De'Aaron Fox knew. He like, all right, I hit this, we up, game over. J.R. Smith didn't even know where the fuck he was at. He didn't know who had what. Who just shot the ball, which way to go, dribble it.
This win would have evened up the series. That being said, Spurs push it to 7.
That would be an amazing feat for them to even push it to 7 for sure.
They're not coming back from that.
I don't think they're coming back for it either. It's too much to ask from that young of a team.
It's a lot. It's a lot. If they, somebody asked me that today. I said if they do, it would go down in history. Not only because this is already, they said this is the most watched playoffs finals since Jordan and forget who they said. Jordan somebody. Is that true? That can't be true. I feel like there's been some pretty good, damn good finals since Jordan. What?
The population of New York? Yeah, it's probably true.
Really? Since Jordan? No, there's been some damn good finals since Jordan.
I mean, you're talking about for us as a viewing public or for New York?
I think they said as a viewing public for the NBA.
Yeah, and then Wembanyama's from France. That's another country. I'm just saying.
That's true too. I don't know. I guess. Then they would go. This would go down as like one of the greatest comebacks ever.
It is the greatest. It's the most that they ever. So there was a 30-point lead in the finals before, but they didn't come back to win. The team that was down lost. So I think the most that they ever came back and actually won the game was 29 last night. Just insane.
I hope it goes 7. More basketball to watch. It's awesome. More Kenny and Shaq.
Money, money, money. You just mad because your ass is old. First thing you do is just pick up the phone.
Lawrence with the $10 super chat. What does it say?
Appreciate you, Lawrence.
Yes.
Just mad because your ass is old.
Oh, motherfucker.
Appreciate you very much, Lawrence.
He didn't just give one super chat. He came with a second super chat because Lawrence loves all 3 channels. He did a super chat.
Goes into my piggy bank.
Lawrence with the love. Thank you for watching, Lawrence.
Appreciate you, big dog. Sure.
Very, very much. Thank you.
Yes. Nobody really hate watching these teams, no matter who wins. It's a great story.
New York needs to calm the fuck down. You see them trying to set that boy's hair on fire? They surrounded that Spurs fan.
Oh yeah, no, you got to get up out of there. You got to get it. Don't waste no time. After the game, get where you need to go. Get back to the hotel. Go drive. Get out of there. Get on.
Why don't you do something? It's just an idea here. Remove the Spurs jersey that you're wearing. I'm just saying, guys. You got t-shirts underneath. Maybe
man, I'm not gonna be punked out of my fandom.
No,
that's like taking your chain off when you walk in the club, man. You gonna walk out the stadium with your jersey off.
I want, hey, at the Garden, James Dolan, free idea. Just have some extra large Knicks t-shirts waiting for the people as they
so not
leave.
only did we blow a 29-point lead and lose, I gotta wear a Knicks shirt out of the stadium.
Yeah, you just offer it to any fan wearing Spurs gear at Game 6, and you can say, here, put this thing on as you walk outside our building. You're welcome. Just give people Spurs who are wearing Spurs shit some Knicks merch.
You just made sure that the fight went from being outside because Knicks fans caught them as Spurs fans to inside, because now I'm about to fight the person trying to hand me the Knicks shirt. Like, get out of here, man. I don't want that shit. Don't hand me no Knicks shirt. After we just lost.
Oh man. No, they somebody threw an egg perfectly at the back of Wembanyama's head. Perfectly.
Yeah,
so whoever threw that. Yeah. No, I'll show you. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Pull it up on Twitter.
It happened in the arena?
No. This was as he was walking into his hotel.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I said, whoever threw that, you got
New Yorkers are wilding. Hey, wilding. They don't know how to act.
New York fans. I love watching them. My mayor's Muslim. My bagels is Jewish. They said now that the Pope is on our side. Knicks in 5. That's the new one.
There's something I need Mom Donnie to look into out there in New York. There's a trend of people doing deed theft on elderly Black people and trying to get them out of their brownstones. Some legal mumbo jumbo. They show up saying that they're being evicted, that they got 3 days to get out. It's not cops. It's just individuals in very small hats, and they're buying up brownstones from people and claiming that they went to court and took the property from them. And then when the old person leaves, they end up taking their shit. It's a rash of that going across the boroughs. I want them to take a look in that and see what the fuck is going on. Lots of dough. And then they meeting up in these
I'm looking for the Five Guys video, but it was removed by the moderator. Sorry.
What's the Five Guys video?
I don't know. Lauren said there's a Five Guys video.
Oh. What's next, fellas?
Darius is about to share the thing.
Oh, the egg throw.
Okay, let me make it bigger.
He said them saxophones getting loud.
Wow. You missed that.
No, it's that second one.
Hey, he gotta get like 50 next game. He has to get like 50. Oh man, he done caught him with the egg in the back of the head. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Could be worse. I don't know. They're out of pocket. They are.
They're definitely out of pocket. But that feels oddly like 90s, early 2000s sports, like before it got a little bit too professional. So it warms my heart a bit. It warms my heart.
Man, it warms my heart too. That's why I said the Knicks ain't been here. Man, they went from chanting "sail the team" to Jalen Brunson is a godsend. And
do you know who is the most undeserving person who has really gained a lot in this whole situation, though? James fucking Dolan.
Oh.
James fucking Dolan. Like, first of all, when you fail that many times at creating a team, one of these iterations gonna end up being something. So I don't even know if I can give him really credit for getting this shit together. And then on top of that, it's like where the Knicks were reputation wise coming into this latest run that they've had with Brunson and crew. It was bad, man. We were escorting Charles Oakley out with the cops. You know what I'm saying? We had riffs with Spike Lee. None of it was really good. And then on top of that, the basketball was trash. So it's for him to just be able to sit back and then invited the goddamn goober that lost you your only game of the series. Like you really trying to fuck this up. You working overtime to fuck this up.
So I heard that because Trump was there, the security was so high, it just ruined the vibe at the game.
The fans had to show up hours early for security detail. First of all, that shit is fucking ridiculous. I saw Obama in Columbus one time at Ohio State. I was in line for 4 hours to go stand and listen to the man speak outside. I don't even really understand. Like, God damn, we're going through all these fucking checkpoints and shit. But anyways, they couldn't do the watch party.
He's the president.
No, fuck all that, man. We can do this quicker.
I mean, for Trump, who cares? I mean, that was the challenge.
How about you show up early? How about that? You got Air Force One, you got the bulletproof beast and all this shit. How about you get here early so I can get here at my regularly scheduled time? As long as you in place, you safe, it's all good, right? So then
they got to make sure ain't nobody coming in there saying
they got to make sure shit. This man has been had 5 assassination attempts and we got to witness 3 of them. Okay, they ain't tightening down shit.
Wait, chill. Are you agree with me or you agree with Marcus? Are you?
I agree with you. It's the president of the United States.
Now, president.
Fuck him.
And these stunts, these assassination attempts, these publicities, these let me blade while everyone is on top of me, and hey, look, my ear is okay. I don't even want to give that any credit as being legitimate. But the president of the United States,
Man,
he shouldn't get a game though.
Being patriotic. It's the president. It's the president. So riddle me this: how did we then end up with a guy at the correspondence dinner sprinting past security detail?
Publicity stunt.
How did we end up with the guy on the building across from the stage he was speaking at? Like
publicity stunt.
All right. Oh, okay. I don't think that shit should have to take 4 fucking hours, though.
I think those are publicity
shit up.
He may not be presidential, but he still sits in the most precious seat.
Could we not still have the watch party though? We couldn't have the watch party outside. The cheapest tickets to this motherfucker is $10,000 in the nosebleeds. Okay, you got millionaires. The most annoying thing for me to watch was to see David Zaslav so many fucking times. That shit almost made me throw up. I was like, I don't want to see him. I want to see him sitting next to fucking Ben Stiller and Robert Kraft and whoever the fuck else can afford in $1 million courtside seat to one game. Gas is high. I don't want to see that shit right now.
And it's funny, they asked Trump, how do you feel about it? He said, well, it's unfortunate, but you know, you can watch it at home if you can afford to watch the game there. And I was like, And then to pan the camera on the motherfucker sleep. If I'm a Knicks fan, I'm pissed.
Hey, he has so much trouble staying awake now. He's like a real old man. He just be sitting up there. And you know they know he's asleep because they just talk through it. And they try not to look at him again until he wakes back up. They be writing mid-speech. They'll take a look at him and then just go back and talking and saying whatever they was going. Because they can't acknowledge it because he literally be it's either sleeping or he be ripping ass too now. He be in the impressors tearing ass. They called him farting like 10 times already.
They had the nerve to talk about Joe sleeping.
You sleeping, passing gas, your hands all blue and purple, your ankles about 10 football fields wide. Man, it looks bad. Looks bad.
At least there's JD Vance.
If I ever slip, I fall into a better situation. So catch up, go put some cheese on it, get out and get your bread up.
Battery, $2. Rewatch Michael. Really didn't like it. 5.5 out of 10. Like, I don't know what movie you saw, Battery. Pretty good movie. Pretty good songs.
Have fun with that one.
Pretty good pace.
Again.
Have fun with that opinion.
Really didn't like it, but 5.5. That's not really didn't like it, is it?
5 is an average score for really, really didn't like it. I feel like this is a troll, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Leave it on.
Appreciate the super. Let's go to the Johnny Bravo news story. You interested in Johnny Bravo?
An adult Johnny Bravo series? Absolutely.
Were you not a Johnny kid? You didn't like Johnny Bravo?
But like an adult, a Johnny Bravo grown up.
Watch my best.
I don't know. Post Me Too.
So what they're doing with the story, because I don't think he's going to be as much of a womanizer. Apparently, he had been married and he's recently divorced. So maybe he's just getting back into the dating scene. Yeah. He's getting back into the dating scene. I think there's some potential here. I do. I think there's some potential here. First of all, them doing an adult series means that they've aged with their audience. The people who like Johnny Bravo before is who they're marketing towards now. A couple things that'll be very key: casting, and then also what kind of show is this? Is it a sitcom? Is it like sketch comedy? Is it an ongoing linear storyline? What we kind of got the broad synapses, but like, what's their idea of?
Why'd you say casting? Is this live? Are they thinking live action?
That's what I took it as.
Oh,
it's not.
Oh, I hope not.
I guess it could be adult animation.
They better do that. Don't. Oh no, that would. Oh no, that would be. I feel like that'd be awful.
You don't want the live action Bravo?
No. I loved Johnny Bravo growing up. Wait, do y'all really think he was a womanizer? He never got the girl. All he did was throw cheesy lines. He never got anybody.
No. Getting the woman is not the qualification for being a womanizer. Chasing the woman.
Okay.
That's the qualification for being a womanizer.
That's Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, there you go. You ain't gotta always get her. You just gotta enjoy the chase, baby.
Is this the internet rumor or did this really happen?
No,
where did I get this from?
This was I have it saved. It was Disgusting Films.
I was about to say, I thought I had it from an official source too.
Johnny never got the cheeks.
Ever. Johnny never got any girl.
Just like Myron Gaines. It's no different. Completely on brand, as far as I'm concerned.
For those who don't know, Fresh and Fit are these two guys, and one of them is called Myron.
Wait. Hold on.
Golly, I'm sure I'm scrolling a lot. What the hell is that?
Johnny Bravo.
Well, I'm looking at the comments and everybody's agreeing, but this report
I got it from Hoops Crave. It's okay.
Cartoon Network. Yeah, but
developing an adult-oriented late-night series.
Cartoon Network's dead.
Well, no, the network's not dead. The channel's still on the air. They shut down CartoonNetwork.com.
Are they making new?
Yeah.
They just cut down CartoonNetwork.com. So
yeah,
I can put on channel 52 and it's still Cartoon Network.
Yes.
You can watch Yanu.
You still watch Adult Swim, don't you?
I don't have cable. I watch streaming.
Okay. Well, I mean,
so I like that. You have Rick and Morty. That's Adult Swim, I guess.
Rick and Morty is Adult Swim, Cartoon Network. Yanu. Yeah. What else is on there? All the Toonami stuff, all the anime stuff they got going on over there. Dragon Ball Z.
You know, the anime and Darius, water and oil.
I got you.
Who said that? Oh, yeah, not really. Okay, Johnny Bravo is not an official adult. Wait, but hold on. This might not. I'm trying to find out if this is official. Maybe it is, and it's.
I love anime, but I don't watch it on Cartoon Network. Yeah. Crunchyroll is the way to go. There's pirating sites also. One Piece is almost over. One Piece has more issues than Superman and Batman. But when it comes to an end, it'll take a couple years and Batman will catch back up and Superman will catch back up. I watch subtitles on Crunchyroll. I appreciate a good subtitle. We got to get to an era, though, where the dubs happen the same with the subtitles.
Like, thank you, bro. Like, I'm tired of waiting months to get a dubbed version or just having to listen to, because that's kind of what happened to me on Attack on Titan. I got used to listen to the dubbed version, and then when the newer episodes were coming out, the dub wasn't coming out as fast. So then I would try to go back and watch it doing the sub, and it was like they don't sound the same. They're not this. It's not the same person. Y'all couldn't find a person who can speak Japanese and English. You know what I'm saying?
My Hero Academia got it right, where they tried to make the whole world get it in their language.
The Johnny Bravo news is not real.
Moving on to the Netflix Scooby-Doo news, which is real.
Who said it's not real? Who say?
The only thing I could find on it came from indiatimes.com. They had a whole piece on it in different sections. The bottom piece here says, is Johnny Bravo making a comeback as a divorced adult? This claim is false as a post as the post posted from a parody account, Hoop Craves, which clearly indicates it's not connected to any official blah, blah, blah. There's no adult late night, Cartoon Network, Warner Brothers, or Adult Swim. There's no reliable announcement or reports or leaks.
There's no late night Warner Brothers. What?
No, it says there's no late night Johnny Bravo series in development at Cartoon Network, Warner Brothers, or Adult Swim. There is no reliable announcement or reports or leaks to support this idea.
Oh, well, so much for
Scooby-Doo. Why Netflix new Scooby-Doo puppy is confusing fans. What's there to be confused about? They didn't race swap Scooby.
It's a real dog.
Why is it a real dog?
It's a real dog. That's what's confusing.
Is that really it? Why is it a real dog? It's live action.
Now. They got a lot of, the last iteration was live action as well, and they didn't use the real dog. But they got a lot of confidence starting out this young on a Great Dane. Like this is weeks old. It's like maybe a couple months old.
Is it a Great Dane?
That's what Scooby is.
I know he's a Great Dane, but is that a Great Dane?
It could be a Labrador. Who the fuck knows?
It looks like a chocolate lab.
To start this young, you got confidence, fam. You think this thing gonna last a couple seasons?
This could be a flashback too.
Yeah, but no. This whole season is about them becoming the gang. Scooby's missing. They go find him or something like that, or he gets kidnapped or something, and then
he could have been a grown ass dog. Like he couldn't
or anime or not real, not
or the
real.
Animated dog. Yeah,
I think you can't beat that 02 James Gunn Scooby-Doo. That shit still holds up today. If you go back and watch that is great. It's great.
Don't forget Crypto the super dog. Looked like a real dog, of course, and then they animated him to do the funny stuff. The technology is there where this is actually doable.
That's true. But this is a Netflix budget. What's the budget on here? Are they going to be able to do that technology with him, or is he just going to be a real dog with his trainer over there saying, "Come here"?
Yeah. They probably have like 7 dogs, the way Mary Kate and Ashley were playing the same character.
Oh no.
The older he gets, though, the more CGI is going to be needed for facial expression when he's like basically trying to talk. You know, there's a lot of expression that goes on with Scooby that makes him kind of human-esque.
Crypto was 3D scanned though. This is a real dog. I don't know. I don't require him to do Crypto stuff. I require him to walk and, maybe a close-up at the face every now and again. I don't think the technology is far away from what
I mean, when I think about this, though, if you're starting with the gang this young, as a Scooby-Doo fan, because I'm fans of not just Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? I'm the fan of the spin-off shit where Shaggy was in the red shirt, and it was him, Shaggy, or it was him, Scooby, and Scrappy doing different shit, with the Boo Brothers or Ghoul School or the vampire shit. So I'm a fan of all different forms of Scooby-Doo. One of my biggest was Pup Named Scooby-Doo. So I'm thinking of this in the same vein of the cartoon of Pup Named Scooby-Doo. He was still very much Scooby, even as a puppy. Very animated, still trying to talk, still doing all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, so my thing is when you use a real dog, you take away what Scooby-Doo is. Because you can't do the whole, he's not going to be Owen and I don't even know, is he gonna talk? Now, if he doesn't talk, I'm sorry. I'm not watching. I'm not watching y'all run around with this real dog. I'm not doing it.
I'm not watching y'all run around with this real dog. It's crazy. T'Challa would be appalled.
And he's right here.
Remember
Not
the
doing it.
Scooby-Doo, Yogi Bear, and there was like a third team, and they had the Olympics.
That was one of the little yeah. That was one of the crossovers.
The Hanna-Barbera All-Star.
Yeah,
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. I remember that.
It's nice that we had shows like that, even the Peanuts, and there was just old things, but we still watched it and experienced it. Where I don't think the guys who are 10 years old right now really care or will get to see some of the stuff from the 80s, 70s. We did. Roadrunner and Coyote, those things were from way beyond, but like I loved it.
Unless they have parents that sit them down to watch that, no. Or they happen to stumble upon it and like it.
But they also do have more competition. There is things like Avatar, like or anime shows. Like parents might say, here, we are gonna make you watch the good classics. It's just not the classics from 1972. It's the classics from 2002.
There's also reruns were a part of our viewing diet. Like everybody watched reruns at some point. Nowadays, the reruns that you'll watch are just the ones that your streaming service that you're watching has licensed.
Yeah, that's why Disney Plus is incredible.
You know what I mean? Disney Plus is good, but even they have a lot of stuff that's not there anymore. Like they've even contributed to a lot of erasure of their products because they don't have it on there. Jet Jackson. But you know, that's kind of how it breaks down now. My son will still find some stuff that's old every now and again. Like he started getting into Beyblade and Digimon, stuff like that. Like he'll dig back every now and again, but it's because it's on Netflix, right? And so if it's in front of him to see, he'll get interested. If he has to go find it or search on the internet to see where it's playing at, it's probably not going to be worth the time.
I was not a Digimon fan.
Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digital Guard of Champions.
Into the Trump and let it rip?
No, I was barely catching them all. So
I definitely wanted one of them Beyblade things, though. That's not a problem. I wanted one of them joints.
That was the best fad. I don't know about you guys, but it was banned in my school. But like that fad of Beyblades was cool.
I remember Beyblades. My mom had a home daycare all growing up. And the parents, she would have like, holiday parties and stuff like that. So like Christmas, I would always get stuff from the parents of the kids. And when the parents got me Beyblades, I don't think I ever played with those motherfuckers.
Oh, you
I don't think I didn't like Beyblades.
Dragonfly. He like, is that Scrappy? That's Scrappy, though? No, that's the genuine article. That's the original.
Scooby-Doo. It is him.
Okay, you're not here for that. You guys are here for the superhero talk. DC's got Supergirl. We're getting a little bit closer. Hype level. Is it matching the Mandalorian Grogu hype level? I think it's about the same sort of 2 weeks out from the movie, and it's a thing. No one's talking about it too heavy. When I watch the basketball games, the commercials aren't killing it. It's a movie.
Haley Alcoff should have been in one of them courtside seats in her suit.
Yeah,
Millie.
Next to Taylor.
Millie, excuse me. Yeah, Millie Alcoff. What did I call her? Millie? Yeah. Something big in one of the watching parties with all the Knicks fans with her joint on. Something.
She's from Australia, though, right?
I don't care.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't give a shit.
You know what?
Something going on in Australia?
Yeah, she could have a favorite NBA team, and this year it's the Knicks.
Are they in the World Cup? She can go to an Australian World Cup game in her shit, in her suit.
Yeah, because there's zero hype for this film. I haven't seen it.
I saw Canelo Alvarez at the World Cup game for Mexico.
Shout out to Nello.
So she should do the same thing. Yes, it's the World Cup. The movie's going to play in the world. Yes, and wear a little Supergirl thing. Don't be afraid of being typecasted like Smallville.
Yeah, no, my prediction for this film is it's going to do abysmally bad. I don't think it doesn't do, Mando numbers, but then again, I could be wrong. It might. I just don't, I know that people don't like it when I judge things off of this, but I don't see the hype online. I don't see anyone talking about it. I don't see anybody going crazy over, TV spots that are getting shared or that clip that they shared. Nobody was, like, ah, man, this is dope. I had that clip on the other day in the car with a friend, with Henry, by the way. It was Henry. And I can't remember what movie he thought it was, but it damn sure wasn't Supergirl.
Was it Guardians?
No, it wasn't Guardians either. I don't remember what movie he said. But when I said Supergirl, he said, "Oh." And so I mean, I don't see a lot of people talking about this. I'm not looking for Supergirl. And they've showed you too that they don't have confidence in it. They've started to put Henry Cavill in it as if he's about to be all throughout the movie and the commercials and TV spots and stuff. The man is in the beginning when she takes or he hands crypto or takes crypto or whatever the hell.
David Corn Sweat.
What's the girl's name? Arthur on my back.
Alcock.
What is her? What is it? Millie Alcock?
Yeah, Alcock. Yeah.
Alcock? Okay. Got it.
Alcock.
I like my version a little bit better, but I'll take that. No, I won't take that, but I will say that.
I thought it was I thought it was Millie Alcock.
Hey, yo, happy Pride Month, Marcus.
Millie Alcock.
I thought it was Alcott.
Nope. I'm taking Alcock.
Oh, maybe I'm
my God. Jesus Christ.
I'll search it up.
Stepping all in it.
Not Henry Cavill, David Corn Sweat. He misspoke. But Henry Cavill and David Corn Sweat.
Did I say Henry Cavill? I meant Superman. Period. I just meant Superman. They're putting Superman all over, trying to make you think, hey, this man he's in it.
He probably in that thing for like 5 minutes.
Desperation, but I would do it. You're trying to sell a movie, and that doesn't ruin anything. It's probably like something foundational to get us started. Oh, how does she get the dog? Like this, that's fine. He doesn't speak the language, or like everything I saw from the now I said it, from the Superman. Everything I saw from that interaction was like, that's actually probably should have been in the trailer also. Make people interested, bro. Remind us this is a universe. This is only your second go at it in a movie, but because Peacemaker also reminded us we're in a universe. But this is important to let us know that unlike Marvel, where it's, you don't need to do homework. Nah, F that. Homework. Here it is. We'll even update you on like the connection between this movie and the last movie that you saw that you really liked. Because most people like Superman 1. Let's go.
Lantern's gonna have to do some heavy lifting this summer, fellas. They're gonna have to do some heavy lifting.
When does that come out? Is it August?
It's July or August, one of those.
Nah. The movie. Which movie?
No,
the show. Lanterns.
Oh, Lanterns.
We'll have to do some heavy lifting this summer for DC.
Well, June 24 might be Supergirl. June 20 or 5. No,
I don't know how much money this movie is going to make. If Mando is hovering around 300 million right now, I'm going to say that Supergirl ends up.
It'll make 100 million more than Mando. What did Mando do?
It's
297.
297.
So
it's at 300 million right now. So,
you
say maybe 350 for Mando, 300 for Supergirl.
Yeah, I got both through 350, probably 370.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that because I really don't see her making anything more than that. Mando's making about $5 a week at this point, so she might do something like that. 850 a week.
Jason Momoa plays Lobo. And I don't know what his star power can do. It's an X factor, though. Like,
to be honest with you, when Momoa was announced, and even the ideas before Momoa was announced, we were all just fan casting Momoa as Lobo. I think he looks dope as Lobo. He fits the part. I know he's going to act the part. I just don't care anymore.
What? So he's executing, and then you're like, I don't care. Why?
I think I don't care because it's Supergirl. And not that I don't like Kara, I do. I just don't know why you went there from. But yeah, so no, I'm not. I don't know. He checks every box though. He really does. It's just not a Lobo film.
Could this movie make you excited to see a Lobo project?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrific.
I think I like Lobo a lot. Man,
no stakes. Someone said no stakes. I feel it will do well on streaming though, but what does that really mean? You don't make a movie because every movie will be on a streaming service. And if it's a superhero movie, then yeah, the superhero people will watch it. You know who said it? They do well on streaming. The guy who does the Sony, was it Avi Arad? He's like, I don't get it. They do well on streaming. Idiot. Like, what does that even mean?
Does that go to HBO Max? Supergirl?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So, what if they did for a second outing after Superman? Not really heavy on the universal stakes, but we're introducing a new character in it. What if they went with a Lobo movie for that and then just featured Supergirl in it? Then now you come out of it having a more viable character in Kara, because now she's been seen in 2 films. This one she'll be much more intricately woven into the plot of the film. She'll have a little bit more responsibility on it, presumably. Then you run back Man of Tomorrow. Now you got something for Supergirl. You've seen her all up and through the entire journey. She's been in a Superman movie. She's been in a Lobo film. Now there's reason to want to come see her. So much about this character is unknown. So you're kind of just asking the audience to take it on faith that this is going to be a worthwhile character. Some hardcore superhero sweaties will do that. Count ourselves among them. When you're talking about general audience, though, I do think that that's something for their smaller characters that you have to build on. You can't just come out of left field and be like, all right, yeah, here we go. And, third of your audience is going to be like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, building a character.
Superman?
Sure, building a character, but to make the second movie Lobo when you have Batman and some of the other heavy hitters was just I can't get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay in the mindset of James Gunn here, so I'm not trying to take us totally into sanity and actually build the Justice League. Just sticking with the direction that he's currently on. And then at the same time, if this is going to be not a throwaway film, but a film that you don't mind making $300-400 million on anyways, yeah, Lobo, so that you can position Kara as a viable character, as somebody that you need to pay attention to. Putting it all on her back alone when nobody's really checking for her kind of sets her up for failure in my eyes.
Exactly. Even if it was static, you still got to bit up the characters. Just don't forget the thing called the clock and the Virgil being a teenager. If they begin with him as a teenager, yeah, sure, build him up, right? But have him in something every year, maybe a TV show, a movie, and then a TV show again, like 2 times a year. I want to see this guy appear before he loses his youth. Don't forget to pre-order the new Titans comic book where Static joins the team. He will be a little bit older in this. Maybe we'll get an answer of how old he is, but they'll probably keep it like ambiguous as they always do in these comic books, because then they would be cemented with how much time has actually passed between the last time we saw him. But he'll be older. He's college age is what we're going with. Comic books. Yeah.
Oh my God, what happened to Virgil?
Something this Supergirl movie tells me, it's a leftover from the girl boss era. Grand Regent Thrag, might you
be? Maybe, but James Gunn started developing this just a couple of years ago. We were out of Me Too by like 2018, 2019, all that stuff was done. So I don't know. I mean, they would have really had to have this in the tuck for a while if it was.
You think Static is 25 years old? I would hope so. I want him older, but I don't think he is. I think he's like 22.
Early 20s. Yeah, early 20s.
He was the 4th build cast member, so he was definitely one of the draws. Even when the studio knew it for how little he's in the film, he was higher than Zendaya.
I think he's talking about Dune 1 with Jason Momoa. I mean, were there people in there hoping that Iden Duncan had Duncan Idaho. I called him Duncan Idaho had a bigger role in the film. Do I think he was the draw when people looked at this movie and they seen Chalamet and Zendaya and what's your boy Moon Knight? What's Moon Knight's name?
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac and Josh Brolin and Batista. Like sure, he was part of the draw. Was he the draw though? Like that's kind of hard to make him the guy out of a cast like that.
What's the last time he did where he was the solo and he drew?
Aquaman,
right? But the second one didn't do as well as the first.
That was Amber Heard's fault. Amber Heard fucked that one up. Now y'all want to talk about some people running people off from a damn movie? Amber Turd ran people off from Aquaman too. It had nothing to do with her political views.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons. Amber, I was gonna call her Turd. Her court case.
That's what you should have called her.
But then also just this enthusiasm behind DC was low. Also,
Arthur
there was the Snyder Cut people doing the boycotts.
That's true.
A myriad of reasons.
Minecraft is true. Didn't watch it, but he's in that.
And then also remember Marvel movies started sucking also, and I think the superheroes were all hits.
He wasn't the main character in Minecraft though. He was
except for when it came to Spider-Man. So DC right now they have characters who I care about. Care about Superman. Care about Mr. Terrific. Like as superheroes, right? I care about them a lot. Lois is fine, but she's not a superhero. Peacemaker is great to me. You guys can disagree there. That's 3 superheroes I really care about. If they add
Peacemaker ain't no damn superhero.
No. 2 superheroes I care about, and another person who's a protagonist who I care about.
There you go.
3. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna give credit to Crypto. He's a supporting cast member. He's fine, but they got 3 people with muscles. That's not bad. I don't like Guy Gardner like that. He's fine though.
You said who?
I don't
Superman,
like
Superman, Terrific, and who?
And Peacemaker.
3 guys with muscles. 2. I'll give you muscles to Peacemaker. I won't give you muscles with Terrific. Terrific is all. Not to say that he's not all. He's not hand to hand sometimes, but this Terrific that we've seen thus far, he beat their asses with them spears.
Who are characters who wear tights who you like coming out of DC right now, like in the DCU? Who has performed and made you go, I like that
list. That's a short list. Let's see. Kal-El.
Yeah, it had to be Soup, Terrific, and I haven't really seen Lantern, presumably.
I liked Guy.
I like Nathan, but that wasn't the best rendition for me. I would even take a Hal potentially again because I haven't seen them play out yet over what we got in Guy. I'm not going over the moon about that.
Okay, Hot Girl, Metamorpho.
I did not like Hot Girl. I didn't get enough time with Metamorpho to know if I liked him or not.
Then that's a no.
That shit with Joey was annoying.
Well, the goal of Lanterns is to make 2 new characters hit. I mean, assuming Hal Jordan doesn't die, but we're supposed to care about light-skinned Jon Stewart and then Hal Jordan.
I think Aaron's really going to hit for me as John.
I think it's going to hit for everyone. Once that show hits its peak viewership, whenever whatever viral moment happens in there, that'll be the start of Aaron Pierre's rise. If they did the show right. Now, if they turned him into some know-nothing passenger seat rider who just, calls his counterpart old the entire series, then, it would have been a wasted opportunity. What I think is happening is a arc that centers Jon Stewart as the heir apparent Green Lantern is what I believe to be happening. If that's what they do, then it'll be a success.
Our opinion on the new Supergirl movie coming out. That's where we are right now. We're talking
about it.
And I think that they just got to make me like her. If you can accomplish that and you can make a lot of people like her, maybe they'll buy the t-shirt at Hot Topic. Maybe the money will come in. Maybe the streams will be high. And if you can just set the foundation with characters we all like, especially the ones who the movies are titled after, then you'll be. And Millie Alco, whatever her name is like 26 years old. You have her for years, right? Just make it good. And I'm not saying who cares about the box office. That's extreme. But make it good. And it just means like you got 2 straight good movies in a row that are quality movies. More people will show for the 3rd, for the 4th, for the 5th. Marvel's about to improve right now because we expect to like Brand New Day. I expect to like Avengers Doomsday. I expect to like Avengers Secret Wars. So after that rising tide will make the superhero genre okay. Like Sony's stopping. Sony isn't doing Morbius and all the other things. Sony's chilling. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Plus Rika has T'Challa.
For me with Supergirl, I already like Millie as an actress. She won me over in House of the Dragon. And then her interviews and things that I've seen her do. I mean, I like her. I like her as an actress. So she already won me over as Supergirl when they announced her as Supergirl. I thought she fits the part. I think, I just don't know why this movie. But
I think it will make around $300 million, similar to Commando, and a better way of presenting it would have been to have her in a more popular character spot, or not in their spot, but in their movie. Would have been a better presentation. Hell, you could have actually had her in the last Superman movie last summer. Knowing that you planned on doing this, you could have given her something to do.
You could have.
Did y'all see Master of the Box Office Bomb? Is that the He-Man movie he's talking about? I didn't see it. Did you?
I did not see it. I didn't plan on it. But I have heard that it is doing shitty.
What we got? God
damn.
damn.
$$1 million. The first weekend was only a $29 million weekend.
Yo, that's insane.
Yeah, this was supposed to be like one of them big movies, the big franchise, safe one.
So help me out again.
I made a Flash Gordon movie.
I know He-Man, it was big in the 80s, and then it made that resurgence in like the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. In He-Man's story, does it ever go modern like that, like they're doing?
Yeah, I mean it's all kind of centered in Grayskull.
Calling Blue.
Hey, so I'm talking like, does He-Man ever, like in the movie, have another life where then he steps back into being He-Man?
That's what I'm saying. Like most of the media I've seen around He-Man, it's focused on He-Man and Grayskull. Like it's not. Oh, it's not like the Richard Blake for Thor. Donald Blake for Thor. Like he has a human alter ego, but then he turns into Thor. Like I've never seen it like that for He-Man necessarily.
Okay. Well, and that's people in the chat saying no too.
But Cal, can you answer the question about the modern thing though? Like He-Man was big for sure, Darius. You might be too young. It was big.
No,
we know.
No, I know it was big. Like I said, it had that. People got, again, that was another toys for my birthdays that I got. He-Man toys. I had He-Man and his green cat, and then what's his name? What's the villain's name?
Skeletor.
And I had Skeletor in his purple cat. I had them as action figures. I know it was big. I went into it, but I know it was big. I'm just trying to figure out, was this the writer's creative decision to do this whole modern, he's in high school with high school friends and regular life?
Yeah.
That's why it failed. This is probably why it failed. Probably why the fuck it failed, because you took your own, these studios are taking their own liberties and like, hey, what if we put He-Man, I don't know, in a modern day high school? Who the fuck wants to see? If I'm an 80s fan of He-Man and I don't know shit about the franchise, that's why I asked before I said this. If I'm an 80s fan and I know he's always in that little Viking suit and fight, then why the fuck am I watching him in high school?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I'd give them the number they got on the box office too. You're disrespecting a franchise that I grew up on.
36 million is aggressively mid. Like that is worse than mid. That's terrible.
There's no Dave Filoni working there at that studio. Maybe that studio shouldn't exist anymore. Maybe it should be just disbanded the way that they're doing Avatar Studios. I hope they don't, but I think they are. I think that's
okay.
It.
So that's that. I'm sorry, Chill. That's what I was asking. That's from the show. He's in high school in the show. I didn't watch it.
I didn't think he was in high school.
You guys see the show on Tubi, He-Man?
He-Man?
No. That's not real. Is that real?
It's on Disney Plus. It's starring Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
Yeah, he only does shows where it's man in the title. They tried to make him relatable to modern audiences. Prince Adam was
try again.
So you're telling me. So as a Star Wars fan, if you were to do the Acolyte per se,
well, no, he changes into He-Man, but I don't think he was ever like in New York City or nothing like that.
That's my point. That's the point I'm making. If I am a hardcore 80s fan and I grew up on this franchise and it's a franchise that I've whatever and just fell in love with, and he's never been in high school, never been in modern day whatever, never done any of that, then is that not disrespectful to as a fan? Are you not feeling disrespected, therefore not then giving your dollar? That's the point I'm making. And I'm not a He-Man fan, so I have no stake. I don't give a fuck. I was never watching Masters of the Universe, so I'm just asking.
Yeah,
as a fan, I'd be pissed.
I will wait till streaming era has begun. You know what, though? Sonic is something that went like let's go human. Why did it work there? Like, different standards, though. There's not like lore that you care about. No, there is lore. I don't know why Sonic worked. I don't know.
Hey, I love this comment. Because that nigga has his nerve. He got his nerve to be playing Sergeant of Arms in the He-Man comic, who's not a black man, never been seen as a black man ever. All them 80s fans that we just got done talking about ain't never seen a black man play Sergeant Arms. And here he go, oh yeah, I never want to see a black man play James Bond because it would be too woke. And we can't make James Bond 007 woke. Very anti-woke hair in Britain.
He's from here. He's not from here.
Yeah. Somebody, first of all, got to tell him to get his language together.
Who was that? What actress was that said, oh, no, it wasn't an actress. It was K. Michelle, because K. Michelle dated him. Remember? K. Michelle dated
Idris Elba?
Hey, yeah, she dated Idris Elba. She dated Idris Elba. She did an interview, and they asked her about her dating life. She talked about that, but she talked about how Idris he's not like everybody thinks. He's really from, like, he's basically trying to say that he's hood in a way, like, but very respectful, but he can be hood in a way, is what she was trying to say. And I'm like, Idris?
Okay. Okay.
But my point for saying that was
around the time he was shooting takers. That's what it was. He was shooting takers, so he was still in character. He was in character.
My point for saying that was just to be like, for him, if that is true, that is crazy. That's a crazy flip for his statement to be like it's too woke for a black man to play James Bond.
Also, okay, and I don't know because I'm not in these rooms and I'm obviously not part of these discussions. But it feels a little bit like, oh, I didn't get the job. They didn't let this black man be James Bond because Idris's name has been thrown all in there for rumors about being the next Bond for years now. And so it seems like, all right, I didn't get the job. They didn't let this black man do it. So it's got to be just that a black man can't play Bond. I didn't get it. So now it's like, oh, it's too woke for a black man to play James Bond. If they'd have offered you, though, would it have been too woke for you to play 007?
The quote here, the actor also pushed back against efforts to reinvent Bond for modern political taste. Bond is so unrealistic, so a hint of reality is good. But let's not try to make it woke. I think you've got to be pure to what it is, escapism. Don't try and answer the world's tastes. Just be Bond.
Hey, the entire quote is so much worse. So it's not escapism if my black ass is doing it. So if it's a black super agent, it's no longer escapism. It's no longer fantasy if the person doing it has a black face. So there are no black agents in MI6. What the fuck are we talking about?
That's not what he said there.
That is exactly what that man said. Because the
I'm mad at
question
him
was
using-
about a black Bond.
I'm mad at him using the word woke that way. That's what I'm mad at.
Yeah, well, first of all, we all know what people mean when they use it like that and they say woke. So why would we take it at any difference from Idris Elba? We know what he's trying to say. Let's not be too modern. Let's not introduce politics. AKA, don't put a black person in there as James Bond. That's what you're trying to say. Because how else could you politicize it?
But I have a woke reason for why you shouldn't do that. I'm just mad that he used the word woke in the way that they use the word woke. Like he's been so hypnotized, or so he just thinks he's using the word properly, that was why I'm mad.
It's because he has a different set of people centered while he's making this statement that he's making.
I agree.
There's another community that's being pushed to the forefront when he's saying woke.
Yeah, he's not hanging out with Kay Michelle and whoever they hung out with in the hood when he's making these statements. He's hanging out around the elites and the ones who don't want to step on their toes.
Let's not make it too woke now, bruv. Whoa.
I saw Drewski do an interview following up talking about the skit that he did about the Brits taking the roles, and I agreed with him so much.
You agreed with him?
Drewski.
Oh, Drewski. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I thought you were talking about David, guy who played Martin Luther King in Selma. He was pretty upset about, well, not upset, but he was like, it's not helpful, because I employ African-American actors and I was the reason Lakeith Stanfield was in Selma. And it's like, bro, we're not good for you. And I'm glad that you're doing that. That doesn't stop the fact that you played Martin Luther King and Bass Reeves, Sam. That doesn't stop the fact that Servo was Harriet Tubman. I hate when people try to tell me I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. You want to have a broader conversation, we can have that, but don't tell me I'm not seeing what I'm seeing.
Okay. The minefield of division is everywhere. And if we're talking about who plays Black Panther, I don't care. If we're talking about who plays whatever, who cares? But the roles of historic and cultural significance within the last 400 years, because you know me, I don't like to glorify European interference, and everyone's a West African, whether you were on a slave ship coming over, whether you were in the Caribbean, whether you were in the Dominican Republic, Haiti, same freaking island. But you know what I mean? I just don't want to honor the cultural differences introduced by Europeans, so I don't want to do that. But if you're playing Nat Turner, I think we lean towards getting accurate castings for things like that. But when you're playing fictional superhero, fictional whatever, I don't care. I don't want to glorify.
I also though disagree, because the only reason I disagree, and of course I know you've said this before, but the only reason I disagree is because you grew up in Britain, in England. It's your grow up. I'm not saying you experience racism, but your grow up black is different than America grow up black. The things that African Americans go through and have experienced in the lineage there to someone like Martin Luther King and slavery is not something that he relates to, unless he relates to it from his people coming through some, the slavery that was over there till it got abolished. But he can't relate to that. No, that's not to say that he didn't play the hell out the role. I thought thought the brother did a damn good job. But I do get what Marcus is saying. I mean, I get what he's saying. He's not.
If you want to cure division, Damson Idris, David Oyelowo, and everyone, let's maybe don't take those roles, and then you can silence this divisive shit, which I hate, and I hate that this is happening. But you guys are the ball's in your
the driver's seat, fam. They offering y'all the roles. Why can Amanda Lestanberg be like, you know what? I'm a little too light skinned to play Shuri. Y'all should probably get that to a dark skinned black woman. That's solidarity for black people. That's solidarity for black people. If Zazie Beetz can go out here and be like, you know what? That's a black. Well, she didn't do that because Stagecoach Mary. That was a bad example. Let's go to Zendaya. If Zendaya can go out here and specifically only go after roles that were meant for white women, as to leave all the big time opportunities for black women open for up and coming black actresses, can you maybe think just for a second that maybe some of them young great actors that you was talking about, that you seen, that you need to get casted in Selma, maybe they should have been playing Martin Luther King? You ever thought about that? Maybe there are plenty of roles, since you're getting offered every black role possible in Hollywood, from Black Panther to Bass Reeves and Martin Luther King. Maybe you can afford to pass some up. Maybe.
And then let's also point
out his wife is white, isn't she?
I don't look,
she is. I've seen his mixed kids. No, it matters. It matters.
Wait, David or Idris?
No, David.
Yeah,
I thought so.
So, just lost my train of thought. I was gonna say some important shit too. Okay, we got to point our fingers towards the casting directors and the executives there. They look at the British guy come in with that voice, that European proximity to whiteness. It adds up to qualifications. Like they go, oh, well, this guy is the one that I prefer. That's who's making the decision for many of these major productions. Kingsport Cal says, chill is Canadian. He don't know the struggle, although I get it. I don't think you get it, because I am saying that to do accurate casting in these roles, the historical significant cultural roles, I am saying do it where you get someone who's FBA for these roles. I'm saying for the fantasy, who cares where you're from when it comes to that? Because ethically, whether you're in the Caribbean, whether you're in your parents, where's he from? Ghana or Nigeria? His parents immigrated to England. However you got there, if you're ethically the same people, I just don't want to give too much credit to enslavement, all the colonialism, all that bullshit. But yeah, for cultural reasons, get accuracy.
I guess I would think that way if that was the general consensus, and it's just unfortunately not. However, we get looked at as African Americans, get looked at differently by pure Africans who claim to not care for our way of thought. And I've seen some people say, how are you what they say, how are we oppressed when we have this and we have that and we have this and we have that? Well, that would be your train of thought when you're not from here. You don't live here. Your people aren't from here. When you come from that side of the world and you've got the whatever you have on that side of the world, you didn't have what we had, don't have the oppression that we have gone through, our people have gone through, are still going through, Carmelo, all white jury, then you can't sit and tell me you have light, you have water, you have this, you have that, you're not oppressed. No, I'm blessed, but that doesn't mean I'm not oppressed. So there's a fundamental difference.
We got to make that you're quoting right now, I think, are problematic, and I disagree with what they bring to the table. The amount of people that those are, maybe by the platforms that we use, like Twitter and them, maybe boosted, maybe even fake, but definitely to sow division. There is a effort from the enemies of anything to do with Black unity. There's an effort to make an American think of an African who hasn't left Africa that way. When I think, shout out to iShow Speed for dispelling a lot of the BS.
I don't think it's necessarily casting an aspersion to talk about some of the more taboo subjects like this, right? Like you can't move past it without talking about it. And so while, yeah, I would like to think that people who feel that way are in the minority, there's a lot of evidence to the contrary, and there's no way to sort through that without speaking about it. Like, let's cast Common as Gaddafi and watch their hair turn on fire. And then we'll really see how many people actually don't care about who gets casted in these black roles. Let Common play Gaddafi, and then we'll see how they feel about it. You know, my train of thought is to think that they'll probably be a little bit sensitive about something like that, the same way we would be sensitive about you playing historical figures here in America. So, like, honest discourse is the best way through. That's how you separate bullshit from what you see on Twitter and Instagram and some of these other platforms. You got to talk about it. No chills, most of them. See, we got to bring Blue back to the center because we got to talk. We got to talk it out.
Yeah.
Blue, you're peddling the thing I'm saying. I'm worrisome of peddling, but sure. All right. It's most of them. Gaddafi wasn't really black anyway. Where's he from? Libya?
He was black as any other North African. He was just as black as any other North African.
I haven't done the DNA test, but yeah, man. In his actions, I salute him. He was a dog for Islamic imperialism.
Oh, well. He was also trying to centralize the African dollar.
I could have sworn he shunned all of that, like the Arab League and all that stuff. And he's like, no, F that. Yo, I apologize, African nations, for not doing the unity thing. And then that's when he got.
Now, if you're telling me he was using, Saudi or Qatari money to try to get all of that going, I think a lot of people use the resources that are available to them to try to pull their shit together. But
when we say that there are, there's these forces trying to divide us, which I don't think that there aren't. I'm not saying that. But when you listen to, and I don't have anything against, hell, I have Africans that are married into my family. So I have nothing against African people at all. Those are my people, regardless of, whatever, they're still my people. But they, at the same time, I might think that way, and not all of them think, think the way that I was saying earlier. But a lot of them do think the whole, we complain for nothing, basically.
And I disagree with those people, and I condemn them, and I want to slap them in the face and tell them that they're wrong. I just wanted to recognize that opinion is going to be boosted.
But I guess my question is, who are the forces pushing the division on that mindset for them to have that, for them to have that mindset to say,
the people that opened up the doors and let them come in the country?
I was going to say CIA. I think that there
CIA, whoever you have to interact with on your way over here, like it's the legal route of entering the country in immigration forces you to deal with a lot of elements of Americans before you're actually in America. And so they can begin to form your mindset, your expectations, your expectancy of what you'll see when you get to America before you even get here. And what seems to be a common theme for some immigrants in every community is the idea of not associating with a certain class of people that's already here, mainly Black people. So the fact that I can see that in a Hispanic community, the same way I can see it in an Eastern European community, the way I can see it in a Western African community coming over to the States, there's got to be some kind of through line for all of that, for that unison in hatred or stereotyping or whatever you want to call it. And the one common theme is the people that you had to go through to get here in the first place. So, yeah, if there's anybody pushing it, it's the obvious actors, the ones that stand to lose the most from any type of real unison happening.
So, like Elon Musk, the South African native,
for show, for shit show.
We have to. That's such an oxymoron to me. South African, a white South African. Sorry.
Oh, white South African. Yeah, we call them Afrikaans.
Yeah, like when people keep saying he's South African. Okay.
No, the real one is when people try to tell you he's African American. I be wanting to smack the shit out of people.
That's just
I ain't heard that one. I ain't heard that one. That's some dumb shit. No, first of all, he's not South African. He's not African. He's a descendant of colonizers that never left.
Goddamn Scandinavian.
Nah. White South Africans. It's like you remember that Disney movie, The Color of Friendship? Great story. Great.
Yes.
Great. But didn't she was white too
She was a white South African, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Dutch invader.
My brain hurts. Moving on. Johnny Bravo, Supergirl. Well, the last thing to talk about is the Spider-Man brand new date trailer leak. I didn't see it. Sorry.
You didn't watch it?
Nah, I didn't catch it. Busy lifing.
You don't have to. You didn't have to catch it in the flyby. Sony still has it up because they released it, so it's still up.
Nani? When did it go up?
Oh, about 4 days ago. There's now a 4K one up that you can watch. I watched it.
I think I just seen that one today. Yeah.
Oh, I saw that when I was watching Scary Movie 4. They played a trailer. Yeah, I think I saw it.
We got more lines from Tramel Tillman. We seen more Scorpion action. A lot of it was still the same. No, you still had Banner and in the hand scene, where they come down with the swords or whatever. Presumably Jean's scene where she's in like that capsule and then she wargs into somebody else's body and then somebody else. Most of it was the same. It was just, I think it was a few parts where it was a little bit more footage.
See Hulk actually hulking out.
Yeah, you got to see Hulk.
And going at Spider-Man, more scenes between Spider-Man and Frank.
Yep.
Something happening where Frank is yelling at Spider-Man, if you're going to do something, you better do it now. This big scene at the end where Hulk is blasting through the top of a building with Spider-Man at the bottom of him, and they're like going to the ground. I'm like, man, this looks great. Looks great. Bravo, Sony. It's definitely purposeful. This leak.
It was a leak by accident, or it was like, hey guys, we'll leak it and then we'll do the thing to generate hype. What was
that? I think that's what it is. I think Sony released this because it's the same. It's the same. I mean, if it worked, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It worked with No Way Home. Let's do it again. Let's drop it unofficially, because the little X that they have on the video is not enough for Sony to still not be able to come through and be like, off. Let's drop it unofficially. Get the hardcore nerds really talking about it, blah, blah, blah. Build that hype because it's building and people are talking.
Spider-Man was always going to be all right.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, yeah, they was in good shape from jump.
And then once they officially drop this thing Monday, I guess, then all the people that, are not chronically online and in the spaces that we're all in, looking for the leak, watching it on Reddits and things like that, are going to see this. Then Sony's going to be Spider-Man was going to do what Spider-Man was always going to do. But I mean, it worked with No Way Home. I'd do the same damn thing.
Yeah,
it's working.
I think Spider-Man is up there for competing in terms of, being one of the box office leaders for the year. Mario Galaxy just became the first Billy in 2026. Second one is going to be Michael. Who was that? Was that Battery or Arthur that was giving us the erroneous 700K?
Oh no, that was Arthur.
That was Arthur. Yeah. Arthur.
Batteries. I think Nope, I think Battery also told me 9. It wasn't going to reach 1 billion at one point.
So we got Mario Galaxy, we got Mike. I think Spider-Man will be our 3rd of the year. Maybe. Now, hey, listen, I brought this up once before. I was trying to kind of stay quiet about it because I kind of wanted it to just play out so I can come back around and be like, I told you so. But it depends a lot on what's going on globally. You know, I mean, a $14 movie ticket, it sucks. A $21 movie ticket means we're affecting the audience. That means some people just aren't going to see it until it comes on a streaming service. So hopefully mid-July, all of the shooting in the Middle East has ceased and we can at least expect a little bit of relief. If not, it's going to affect everything, not just movies. It's going to affect everything until our orange Cheeto 47 is no longer in office.
So not happening. That fighting will continue because the person who's in charge of the rogue state is incentivized to continue doing that, or else he'll be jailed, and just the worst will happen to him.
I mean, we're kind of in dire straits right now without getting into too much particular war talk, but the fact that we've expended so much of our oil reserves to try and keep prices down around $100 a barrel where they're at right now, we won't have that ability here pretty soon. You know, we've kind of run through it. The rest of the world has run through it as well. So we're not in a place where we can expect a whole lot of relief through the summer months is kind of what I'm getting at. Michael was uniquely positioned to go and get its Billy. For the rest of the year, it's going to be tough if the fighting in the Middle East continues, not just to get to the movie, the price of the movie itself will be too high for a lot of households.
Yeah, I can agree. I can agree on that on some films for sure. As far as some Battery and the saying Michael's not going to reach that, I still don't see how you don't see that. I mean,
yeah, what are you talking about? Why is it not going to hit it?
Yeah, writing's there at this point. Anybody that is saying that at this point is just, again, maybe you're still holding on to whatever you previously thought. But
like, even if it stops, if it comes to a dead halt, they will wait a couple of weeks and re-release it to get the Billy. Like, you think that these studios are looking at how close it is right now and they're just going to be happy with the fact that it beat Bohemian Rhapsody? No, they're competitive too. They want to get the number so that they can go out there and use that to market the movie on digital and streaming services and for merchandise. Like,
it is on digital now, but it's still in theaters.
Still in theaters. Yeah, still in theaters.
It's still in theaters. People are still going to see. Actually, one of the things that I have seen, because you know your For You page caters to what you like, and since I've been liking a hell of a lot of Michael Jackson, my For You page is still catering to a lot of Michael stuff. I've seen from a lot of people saying I still will rather go see this in theaters than pay, because it's ridiculous, because I was about to buy it the other day. I'm not paying that. I posted I will go buy another ticket before I pay $30 to watch it here online. I'm not doing that. $24 to $30. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, first of all, nobody ever buy anything digital ever again, because you don't keep it. You don't, if you don't have a physical copy of it, you're not actually buying it. So don't ever buy anything. Rent it. Literally just rent it. You'd be better off. Otherwise, you'd be paying full price for a movie that you can't guarantee is going to be there in perpetuity. Secondly, they're going to re-release this movie. They're going to re-release the movie. They're not going, they're, even if it hits a Billy during the regular theatrical run, adding the Japan money, right? They're still going to re-release this movie. It's made too much already. Why wouldn't you?
I would re-release this with bonus footage, right? Like, and when I say bonus footage, I don't mean
already doing that
7-minute thing.
They're already doing that. Russia got an extra. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it 3 hours? No, no.
Of footage?
Hold on. No. Hold on.
Maybe I'm just making this up, but maybe there's a rule that they can't register it as the same movie if what you add in the re-release is too much.
In-game did it.
What'd you say?
Endgame did it. They had a re-release and they counted all 2 million, whatever it hit, 2 million.
Did you watch the re-release and what they did at the end?
I seen it 4 or 5 times when it came out.
So in the re-release that they did to just to get it past Avatar, it was the exact same movie as we saw, except at the beginning, Joe and Anthony were like, "Hey guys, thanks for coming, for supporting," and then we saw the whole movie. And then they said, "We're gonna show you a clip," and there was 3 different clips that we got to see after every trailer has played. Like so for that reason, I wonder, were they doing that way instead of adding the clips in the middle of the movie? Were they doing it that way so that the integrity of the movie is still the movie, and so it would count to the box office gross of Avengers Endgame?
Bonus on his birthday in August. Lawrence know what I'm talking about. No Way Home, Avatar, and Endgame all re-released. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Sinners last year made half the amount of money that Michael Jackson made.
Okay,
they re-released in the fall, in October. Why,
it's an extra hour. It's an extra hour of it. According to information displayed in the chain's booking system, this edition may include approximately 60 minutes of additional content. So far, there has been no official announcement regarding what this extra is, but I swear there was another one that said that I swear Russia showing got that extra footage. I'm trying to find that though. But there is that. It's a 60 minutes though. It's not no damn 3 hours. It's 60 minutes.
I'm looking for that No Way Home extended release thing. Like, what happened?
They lied.
The re-release of No Way Home got $9 million worldwide.
Worldwide? Oh, wow.
Well, it was 9 million domestic, and then only like 300,000 from the.
But they re-released it on $2 day as well. I mean, it stayed in theaters. It stayed in theaters, I think, for like what, it was a week, wasn't it? It wasn't like months.
The No Way Home re-release?
Yeah, it wasn't long. Oh, it's like a couple of weeks, maybe a week, 2 weeks.
It says from September the 2nd on this website, the 2022 re-release from September 2 all the way to October 6th, it says. But like, does it really count after the first couple weeks? Does it really matter?
So a month, a little over a month.
Spider-Man ain't Michael. Michael almost bossed Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, this film's reaching that Billy, and I'm ready for it too. So they can just stop the. There's still people online. I mean, Battery's one of them. He's online right now. That are saying like just crazy stuff like that. Like, oh, it's not going to reach 1 billion. I'm like, what the fuck numbers are y'all looking at? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And when it does,
a lot of things to bet on this year. Michael Jackson not hitting $1 billion wasn't going to be one I was going to put $1 on. So I commend you for your confidence.
Chill knows now, so I let him slide. What do I know?
The Michael effect. I think every person that denied this from the beginning understands, or should have an understanding now, of who you are dealing with. This ain't your favorite artist.
It won't count to who, Arthur? I've been saying that they were going to re-release this film since before it came out. So who's it not going to count to?
Okay, so I'm not saying.
Now we're trying to add the caveat because the writing's on the wall.
I'm not saying that the re-release is going to. It's going to hit 1 billion. I'm saying it's hitting 1 billion while it's in theaters. It doesn't need the re-release to hit 1 billion. Now the re-release
they're going to make sure it hits 1 billion.
Oh yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah. It's gonna hit the 1 billion regardless. Then yeah, but they're not. It's hitting the 1 billion while it's still in its current theatrical run. I don't know.
And I don't know why the re-release wouldn't count. Do you think that all 2 million of Titanic sales are from its original theatrical release, its original 45-day window? Like that's
the bulk of it is. The bulk of it is not 45 days. It took a lot longer. It was like one of those movies that stayed.
It was not a typical window. And then even at that, how many times has Titanic been re-released since 1997?
I know what you mean, but like I'm sure 90% of it came from the 1997 release.
No. I'm okay. What I'm saying is that because the point of that was to say that re-releases count in the total box office.
Yeah, I would count it. I would easily count it. Like a re-release in the same year, yeah, absolutely. Like, what are we talking about here? I'd still count it, but I wouldn't count like the 10-year anniversary of Interstellar. If you want to tack that on, I wouldn't say like, see the comment you made. I'd be like, no, its run was over.
10th year anniversary, yeah.
Yeah. Now, anyway, on Spider-Man, the stuff with Jean.
It's true.
I mean, I think we knew after the first trailer that it was Jean. It would be the biggest faceplant in history now if it's not Jean. Like if they heard all this Jean discourse and that wasn't Jean, they better go back and rework it now. But yeah,
no, it's definitely Jean.
It's Jean.
It's definitely
a short Jean. Mini Jean.
So
but how will you surprise me that it's Jean? I care about that because I've seen mutants. You guys did Kamala Khan as a mutant. You guys did a no-name in She-Hulk falling off the building, a mutant.
Well, he's
I care about how you do it. And then I remember that Secret Wars is about to reboot things or reset things. So, like, does it even really matter that Jean Grey is a mutant? Like, where does this movie even take place before Doomsday, after Doomsday? There's so much how that matters to me.
So I do think that that'll be one of the pieces they move over. I think they would have done a not a recast. They would have done a rendition of like Famke or Sophie Turner or something like that if they weren't going to use this version in the post Secret Wars universe. You don't introduce a young face like that. Like that's not even like a John Krasinski. You could throw away John Krasinski because I mean it just feels like a star cameo. This feels like a new beginning. This feels like you're about to launch something with Sadie Sink. So I do think that she's going to be there for a while. The how of it all, I don't expect it to make a lick of sense. I don't expect it to make a lick of sense. I think at some point we're just going to have to all swallow the fact that they have always been here. And for some reason or another, they weren't going to come out, which is going to suck. But hopefully the character work and the actual movies that we'll get from those X-Men kind of gloss over it and make it okay. But that part of the narrative, I think, is kind of set in stone. You can't, if you're putting Jean Grey into this movie, unless you're going to say that this is like a post-battle world scenario, kind of, then or in between while Battle World is being formed, then it doesn't make sense for her to be there, right? If mutants aren't already in our orbit on our world in our universe, if they are already there, you have to kind of explain why they weren't around during Infinity War or didn't get snapped back in Endgame or didn't do shit during Ultron or any of those other things. The Chitauri. And I think any answer to that is going to be pretty loserish. I think we're going to smack our teeth when we hear it.
Don't forget, this is a fantasy. They could just say an incursion has caused Jean Grey to be here now.
An incursion could work. It'd be kind of convenient. And then also, why the fuck is she running around with Punisher? So the incursion happened. She changed universes and then found Frank and started running around with him.
Just where she landed. Monica landed with some X-Men.
Okay.
But no. The incursion didn't technically take place. Monica is from our world. Our world is still intact. So that incursion never took place. In order for Jean Grey to be here and an incursion to take place, her world would have had to either been destroyed and our world would have had to survive that incursion, meaning we've been through an incursion and we haven't.
Right. Wrong word. Not incursion, but a gap in space-time opened the same way it did for Monica.
that'd be super fucking convenient.
No.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, none of the scenarios that they are crafting to make make Jean Grey being here with Spider-Man makes sense. We're gonna like. I don't think we're gonna like it.
I don't think I'll like it. Yeah,
no, we're not gonna like it. So that part we're just gonna have to suspend our disbelief for a second and get over.
So wait a minute. They're not even. There's no. I mean, there is no X-Men at this. We have no X-Men. So there's no school. None. Though.
There's no school. We don't know where Professor X at or Magneto. Like she's gonna be like a fish out of water. She's gonna be hella out of.
Or maybe the school does exist. We've never. I mean, again, convenient. But maybe the school just does exist within the MCU. We've never visited it for whatever reason, and she's never been a part of. Instead of her being one of the original students, maybe MCU version, she's not now one of the original.
How do we not know that there's a school for superpowered individuals right now, and how do we delineate them from?
They could use Charles,
other superheroes. Use Charles
and Cerebro. I am taking it away from it. We are shielded from everyone. We are just a regular
but that's
school.
Also heavy on the plot. Like that's super heavy on the plot. Like, I had to mind control the entire world to make them forget that mutants
for
exist?
10 years.
like what? Yeah. Like either way we cut this cake, it's gonna be some bullshit in the middle of it. Like we just kind of have to accept that.
We've had it. Eternals had that. We were there the whole time. Then we watched Doctor Strange in 2016. Yep. What? There's mystical people here the whole time. What?
Whole time? You're supposed to be protecting the realm. Where were you at when this was happening and that was happening? Yeah.
And we learned in Endgame that she was on top of the roof helping out a little bit here and there. Right. the ancient one. And then Wakanda was hidden this whole entire time, but it was secretly there. In Shang-Chi, we had a bunch of people with powers who were like behind the waterfall.
Tallow.
There, that one. And they got this underground fighting, which has secretly been happening this whole time. So secrets. I don't want it with my mutants, though. Just wait until the reset, Secret Wars, Battle World, all that bullshit. And then here's the new universe. Mutants exist now. Okay.
Yeah, it's different with mutants because they're supposed to be derivatives of Homo sapiens. Like they are humans for all intents and purposes. So like it just doesn't even feel necessary to have them so isolated to themselves. Like that doesn't happen that often with mutants in the comics, and when it does, it usually leads to massacre or some sort of genocide. So what really scares me about this scenario is that Sadie Sink is 5'3". And something Tina said really sent me to fuck off is that if they thought that Aaron Pierre could be Black Panther, if they thought that, hey, there's no problem with getting Sadie Sink in here to play Jean Grey, who cares if she's tall or not? There might actually be a chance that Cynthia Erivo is on the table for Storm. It may be there, y'all. Like they may actually be considering that.
I told you. I think they really. I mean, obviously, I don't have any inside knowledge. I just think they really are considering it because her relationship with what soundtrack did she do with them?
They made a joke about that in Scary Movie about the.
That was wicked. Is that what you were thinking about?
No, because that's not Disney. Is it? That's not Disney.
I don't think so.
I think she really does. I think she really it wasn't that she did the soundtrack. It was that her presence right now. You know how Hollywood thinks. Look, famous Black person doing really good in Hollywood, doing several movies and getting lots of attention. Let's pull her over and make her Storm. That's we don't
have a midget Jean Grey and a midget Storm.
The problem is
it's not 39? Just Sydney is what?
39.
Well, it's not just the fact that it's not her age for me, and I think I've said this before. It's not her age, it's not her height for me. I mean, those are factors when I'm looking for my Storm, but the main factor for me when I'm looking for Storm, and this is no disrespect, and I said this the last time, goddess. Cynthia Erivo does not exude goddess. She does not.
In the press run for Wicked 2, she was giving fiend. It was
Yeah.
giving. I need a detox immediately.
Cynthia's way older. Storm and Jean Cyclops should be around the same age, and I think that's credit to the argument she's not playing. If you get 24-year-old Sadie Sink, then I'm expecting Storm also to be 26, 7, 8.
Or she could run around X-Men movies putting her hands all over Jean Grey the way she was putting her hands all over Ariana Grande. You know, that maybe that's the dynamic that they live.
Anyways, I don't know if they will be casting Cynthia, but are they stupid? Yes.
I mean, definitely dumb enough to do it. Hopefully it doesn't materialize. So
I don't think they are. I don't think they are casting Cynthia as Storm just because we have to remember Nate's fart is going to be like Kathy's fart. It's going to linger, and it's going to start with Storm. He wants Storm, and I believe that want is coming in the form of BP3. So I think she'll be young. She'll be young because he needs to pair her off. She'll be young. She probably won't be.
To pair her off with who?
Yeah, you
pair off with who?
You know who? You know who?
So he needs an 8-year-old. Then he needs a child. He needs a toddler.
Hey man, I don't know how old the kid gonna be.
I'm getting tired of these ages.
Nate Moore's not like that anymore. He channeled T'Challa for Survivor, so he knows the importance of this character.
But lost.
He did work with Ryan Coogler.
Didn't he go home like round 2 of Survivor? So he probably hates T'Challa more. He probably like, I channeled you and this is the result I got. Yeah, so no. Yeah, Nate's gonna fart. He's probably calling Kathy and asking her to send over some of her leftover fart.
Man, can he just send in his thoughts virtually, like remotely? Just send them in. You can hop on the Zoom meetings that they have for like production and stuff. Like, you don't really need to be there.
Oh no, he's got to be there. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there. You'll physically see it and smell it. He'll be there.
Coogler wanted him there, right? I don't know. I don't know what to believe, but I believe that he was like, well, we still have to have Nate for the third movie, even though you guys got rid of him and he's not coming to the retreats, but for continuity's sake, or I won't do a movie without him, whatever his reason was. I think Coogler fought for him. I don't know. I don't even remember where I read that. I just heard it. Maybe hot mic.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I'm very interested in this film. Not that I ever was not, but I'm very interested in this film. Can't wait to see it. Still got quite a ways. Got 90 damn days.
90 days?
90 days. There's a Spider-Man countdown page I follow and a Doomsday one. We're at 100-something days for Doomsday, 90 days for...
Can you go to each of those? I want to see who has more followers. And let's see if there's a Supergirl countdown. Like, maybe that's a good measure of hype.
Let me see.
90 days. Supergirl's only 14 days. What was it, on the 26th, right? It's only 14 days away from right now. I think she needs to sit courtside next to Anne Hathaway and everyone else.
Fam, Devil Wears Prada 2 has made $660 million worldwide. Devil Wears Prada 2, a sequel to a movie that came out 20 years ago.
A classic.
It definitely a classic. Definitely didn't make $600 million worldwide, though.
I think it was 300.
Made more than a Star Wars film?
Is that where you're going with this?
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway, boy, because God damn, and Emily Blunt. Shit.
I was watching Meg do a video on Dave Filoni. Allegedly, he said, I don't want you to do Starfighter, but it was Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy who said it. He's like, it's your company, fine. Well, he couldn't do anything about it. But Starfighter was the wrong idea for the direction of Star Wars. But like, why is that coming out though? Like, does he want that out, Dave Filoni? Like,
maybe he has the same level of confidence in Starfighter that he did in Mando. He's like, listen, I'm trying to get out in front of this thing. I want y'all to know what's mine and what's not mine. You know,
it's 50 days until No Way Home, Brand New Day. I think it's 90 days until. It can't be 90 days until Doomsday.
And how many followers does the accounts that you follow? How many followers do they have?
On the Spider-Man one, they have 1,700, 1,729. On the Doomsday one, let me see. On the Doomsday one, they have 5,800.
Okay.
5,879. Yeah. And there's it's 190 days until Doomsday. It's quite some time.
Supergirl. Look up Supergirls.
Does she have one?
Let's see.
Ain't nobody counting down for that, but let me see.
It's probably the same guy doing all of these accounts.
How many days until Supergirl?
14.
Let's see.
It's closer, so there's probably more people following. You'll see.
Well, let's see if she has one first.
James Gunn follows.
Well, there's no official account for Supergirl, but there's somebody named Reza.
Reza. How many Reza's followers?
2,400. And Reza said 14 days until Supergirl.
Darn.
You
lose Reza. You lose to Avengers, but you beat Spider-Man.
There's somebody here named Jules with 410 that said 13 days. She's a little off. She must be in the future. Let's see. Nope, there isn't that. I mean, I'm really talking about Supergirl. I don't see anything. Somebody here said Super Family Saga. All right, you got a super with the Supergirl. 77 followers.
I thought he could go with the family and the saga get the Superman love. No,
it didn't work.
Damn, people actually try. I can't believe there's more than one account doing this. People actually are trying to become the hype thing.
There's a sister here dressed as Supergirl.
Don't tell Idris Elba.
Well, she got no likes on this. Actually, that's because it's not her that posted. It's some. Anyway, no likes.
Lawrence Arnoldi says that it's sad to see Star Wars and Masters of the Universe go out like that, but pour out some liquor for the dead franchises. You know who you're not pouring liquor for? The franchise of the Fast and the Furious. Vin Diesel's coming back. Street racing to LA. Street racing is back, baby.
I'll pour out some liquor for Fast and the Furious if we're gonna put it down.
The faster they drive, the more furious you get.
Family.
Ohana.
Not in
Seen
Disney.
the newer commercials for the live action Moana?
Yeah.
I'm not going to see that.
Getting any better for anyone?
No.
Nah. But if you're a fan of Moana and they live actionify it, and if you're a fan of Moana, you're seeing that.
I think it'll be successful. I think kids will, parents are going to take their kids to see it.
Please stay on this topic for give me 45 seconds. I will be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think parents are going to take their kids to see it because Moana as the animation was a massive success. Kids loved that fucking movie. It had the kind of I won't say it wasn't Frozen, but it had a similar wide cult like draw on kids. But Frozen was ridiculous. Frozen had these kids, in a chokehold. But Moana was very popular. Yeah, it was the songs.
I heard that
very popular.
When Frozen released the Let It Go song a month before, that was the marketing tool to make it a must-see movie because the song was a hit.
There's a Moana too.
Yeah, we talked about this on the last stream. How they ended up making Moana 2. Basically, it was just the television show that they were going to release on Disney Plus. They put it in the movie form.
Oh, that's why Mandalorian and Grogu happened, because it was a television that they released on Disney.
Yeah, we are reliving the conversation here.
Except one made $1 billion and the other is sitting at 550.
Because Star Wars fans have standards. That's why.
So,
right?
No, that's not why.
Wow.
The other one's sitting at $2.97, not $5.50.
So I was saying $5.50, like as in $5.50, but
okay,
facetious,
rude. My main issue with Moana. We all know how few colored princesses there are at Disney. All right, how many non-white princesses we have at Disney. Before, when we were watching the animated version of Moana, you could visibly see Moana as being one of those princesses. Can anybody find a picture of somebody do that for me? Yeah, there you go. Let's get a picture of her up. Just get a still. Now, she's a very lovely lady. Lovely young girl. I'm sure she's a terrific actor. I'm sure she's going to do fine in the movie.
It's the reflection from the water.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is.
That's the still I go into before I talk about Daisy Ridley.
Now, just for a reference point, I want to pull out some of the merchandising that Disney is currently selling for the same character and see if it aligns.
It's just for the international audiences.
Does that look like the same person to you?
No, that's Moesha. That's Moana.
Like we selling this and we showing this. Like I know it was some Browner Islanders we could have got on here. I know it was. Again, no disrespect to this actor. She works hard. I'm sure she probably had to, work very hard to get this position. Not taking anything away from her. I'm saying, how did we go from this?
I think it's the easy answer. I just think melanin levels are something creators like them don't care about. And so this can be done, this oversight, they don't even realize they're oversighting. They just, there we go. We did it.
I guess, man. I guess.
Yeah, The Rock wasn't. Yeah, no, that wasn't happening.
They did the absolute same thing with Lilo and Stitch. The exact same thing.
Are there other characters in the set that you just showed me right now, and we can compare their skin compared to other characters?
You can look at The Rock, skin? But The Rock even make her look pale.
Oh.
No, for the most part, most of the cast is their complexion, but they're all I don't want to get the ethnicity.
Moesha.
Polynesian?
Yes.
They make the Usos look dark skinned.
Us.
For real. Like she make Jimmy Uso look like we the same color.
Naomi's kid. Never mind. Let me not say something I might regret.
What were you about to say about Naomi's kid?
But anything I said could have been interpreted, so I won't even do it.
Damn, chill. The kids catching strays. Huh? It's getting late.
No, I didn't throw the stray. I stopped.
Moana, make way, make way. I want to see if The Rock actually putting these vocals in. If he really working it out, or if he's lip singing.
His best song was the one he did to the Sacramento crowd.
What do you do?
If you were watching in 2003, you remember he had the guitar. He was trashing them.
Wrestling. Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Coco 2 is where it's going to be at.
Say again?
Oh no, go ahead and read that.
That she doesn't look Pacific Islander, she looks white, and it reminds me of Katara's casting where she didn't look like she was
Islander at all.
And then they went white, but man, I see a problem that's consistent, right? Like light skin is proximity to whiteness is favored, just like we're talking about the British actors. And I'm not angry at the actors. I mean some anger, but it's really the decision makers who just need to respect the freaking nuances of the character and recognize that Jon Stewart doesn't look like that, and care to accurately depict the character if you care about the character consistently. Like all across every single comic book, video game, the TV shows I watch, can we have Jon Stewart look a certain way if you respect the characters?
It's about drive. It's about power.
What does he say next? He's half what and half what in his veins? What does he say? Because people like to trash him because he always pretends he's only Samoan, right?
Does he recognize his black side?
In that song, he does.
Oh. When was that song made?
We don't have to do this.
22.
We don't have to do this. We all know what Dwayne is. We know. We don't have to debate it.
Former CFL player. That's right. That's what you meant, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Salute to his father and his lineage.
Yup. Shout out to Rocky Johnson, baby.
To the great Canadian hero who he was.
Rocky Johnson. Yeah, that's a black man's name.
That he took.
Yeah. Named his son Dwayne.
Remember in his wrestling debut when Vince McMahon's on commentary and says he's honoring his dad. That's why he calls himself Rocky, and then Maivia for his grandfather. Never hid from his culture.
Okay. Hey, listen, man. I said we didn't have to debate it. Don't make me debate.
Yeah, there's no debate.
Don't make me debate. No, there's a debate. Just don't make me debate.
Racially ambiguous for films.
I think he was a overtly black man in
Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang. Be Cool. He could have been anything.
He is in Gridiron Gang, isn't he?
Yeah, Gridiron Gang. He was black.
Whatever your hood is, this is your hood now.
I'm struggling to find another one. There's been movies where he's played the father to white children. It'd be really hard sometimes. It's like, hey, I love you, Rock. You my favorite wrestler, but like, I don't want to have this debate because I gotta pull something out my bag.
Look at it, G.I. Joe. He's black with black kids. He's never played a black man. Back to back comments.
Wait, hold on. Hobbs, what is his daughter black?
Nah. I think she's Polynesian also in that one.
Pacifier, maybe he was black. He was black quarterback. He had a slick back. He had the elf. He had a perm.
The Pacifier? I thought that was a Vin Diesel movie. I don't know.
Tooth Fairy is what you're thinking.
No, wait. I'm sorry. Not Pacifier.
Tooth Fairy?
Tooth Fairy?
No. He was the football player. He was a quarterback.
Game Plan.
Game Plan. There you go. Game Plan.
Hayden Pettis.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, yeah. America's Angel.
Yep.
Yes.
America's Angel.
Well, she's no longer America's Angel. Have you seen her now?
You're supposed to say that's what they call me. No, I haven't seen her. I've seen her on Instagram. Yeah, she's like selling bikinis and all that stuff.
Yeah, she is grown.
She's somebody angel.
Yeah, she's somebody's angel. She's grown.
She did an interview with That's So Raven and on her podcast, and that's the last I seen her. Just like scrolling.
Oh, you know, the last time I seen her, she used to date Michael Porter Jr. and she had some coarse things to say about him.
I haven't heard. Most females that have dated Michael Porter Jr. have come out with some scathing things to say about him. And then when you watch interviews and he talks about women or he talks about how he wants his daughter or whatever, he seems like he's very like Ike-ish. Like he might have some Ike tendencies.
Okay.
I don't know back of limo. I don't know if he's going far as back of the limo, but he might make you eat
slap the whole tribe.
Yeah, he might make her eat some damn cake or something like that. So he seems like that. So I've not heard any females that come out of a relationship with him say anything good.
The couple dated 2016-17. Well, at least she didn't date his brother.
Heavy set then.
Oh, you know where else he was a black man? At the end of Why Did I Get Married To? Right after Janet Jackson's husband, played by Malik Yoba, dies in a tragic car accident. 5 minutes later, she meets a new man in the parking lot of her job. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
It is not 5 minutes later.
It's like 5 minutes later. That nigga dies. She goes back to work. She's leaving out the parking lot. And Dwayne's like, hey, you want to get some coffee? Trash ass movie. Shame on you, Tyler.
Oh, that's funny.
You guys ever get a chance to see number 1 on the call sheet, the Reginald Hudlin documentary?
I haven't yet. I've heard the Breakfast Club keeps telling everybody to watch it. They said it was very good. Did you guys see Cheryl on the Breakfast Club talking about the roast and Tony's?
I did. I liked her explanation a lot more than I liked Kevin Hart's, but there was still a little bit of that. Oh, we comedians, I can't tell you what to say. Hey, listen, man, I'm not just about to let anybody say or do anything they want to do. And so maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm immature.
No, it's me too.
Maybe I'm
especially
immature.
When he said, I'm gonna bring up your, what did he say? Your dead husband.
Who would even want to talk about that? Not just the dead husband, but I'm also going to bring up the fact that you got raped and tell a joke about it. Who would want to touch that?
But that's, I don't, before I even begin this, I hear myself. All right. Because I'm like, but.
Oh, I know where you're going. I get it completely. I do.
Well, let me say it. Maybe I'm not going the way you are, but maybe I am. If you see that, that's a challenge, yo. How do I make a joke out of this? And if I can execute it, like they're gonna talk about me. Like, so you do go, that's a taboo topic. There's no way there's no way out of this cave. But if I'm the one who can tell a joke about RAPE, whew.
So the way that I look at that is like, how they say people with subpar vocabularies cuss a lot. Right, because they're filling in the gaps of words they don't have with things that have utility, like cuss words.
Utility, look at it.
Okay, utility is not a big word, but anyways, so that's kind of how I look at it. Like, if you're not versatile enough to tell a wide variety of jokes, you're just not a very good comedian. If the only tool you have in your toolbox is bigotry and racism, you're a pretty untalented individual. Like you don't really have the tools at your disposal to tell jokes. And I don't really think that that's really a white comedian thing either, because George Garland didn't really have to tell racist jokes. You know what I'm saying? Rodney Dangerfield didn't have to really tell racist jokes. There are comedians that have kind of proven their tact in being able to be in a room with black people and resist the urge to make black people the butt of every joke that you about to tell. It just feels a bit talentless. Like, if you're telling me that's your stick and that's the only thing you can do, you're a one-trick pony.
I know the honest reason of why Shane Gillis was there, Tony Hinchcliffe was there, and why Shane Gillis was host. It's because the Dwayne McDuffie rule. Like, sometimes something can be too black. Like, if we got Shane Gillis and every 10 minutes he's the palate cleanser, he's this white guy, and the viewership will come. The viewership, the amount of people who will watch because Shane Gillis and Tony are there, cut camera to them every time, and not Naeem, and not Cheryl or Regina. Where Teyana Taylor was in there, like, they served that purpose, viewership, because people who would have not watched it otherwise came. Like the Tom Brady was there too, starting it off because like viewership, white viewership.
I mean that's fine, man. I think Shane Gillis on like Saturday Night Live being flanked by Kenan Thompson and other black creators, his thing will balance. It'll work well. If I have to sit up there and listen to Shane Gillis tell jokes for 10 minutes and it's nothing but, hey, your father never came back when he went and got the milk. You got 8 baby mamas. You have low reading standards, blah, 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 blah. Black people are stupid. Then like, I can't, I'm not going to make myself try to enjoy that because you're not laughing with me. You're laughing at me at that point.
I think what the Wayans brothers wrote in Scary Movie is much of that, those things you've complained about. And
most of their movie is that.
Did you saw the trailer where she goes, I'm a DEI
hire.
I've heard this one sucks. I've heard that from a lot of reviewers that I typically watch. They have said they could have kept this. This was straight to streaming, I fear. This was not
beating the shit out of
good.
He-Man. They made a whole lot more than $36 million.
Oh, now I do expect it to do that just based off of its,
beating the shit out of He-Man.
resume and franchise or resume and other films, but it's disappointing if it's not. Now I did see the clip online that went around of him dressed as one of the sisters. I forget, Brittany and Tiffany Wilson, one of the Wilson sisters. And with this not doing so well, I'm worried if they do White Chicks 2, just simply because that to me is some of their, I don't say some, I put that as that's just top tier Wayne's Brothers material. White Chicks is hilarious. I don't care how many fucking times I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm not a White Chicks guy per se.
What?
But that was definitely one of their bigger performances in terms of what people remember. Yeah, I'm not a huge White Girls guy.
Well, oh my god, man, really, I love that movie. But if they do a sequel, I also have feared, like, anyway, that's one of my fears. It's just that it wasn't going to be good, and with Scary Movie 6 getting the rap that it's currently getting, oofa.
Why not just make a new movie? Like, if I understand that this one isn't getting rave reviews, this movie gets anywhere near $300 million. They did the thing. They did the thing. So if they make another one, or they make another spoof type of film, just make another one. Like I don't think you don't have to revive every franchise you had going before. You could make a new movie.
It was funny. Say that. They did make me laugh. There is a White Chicks reference, and they'll be fine. They'll keep doing this, peddle this. There will be a studio. Paramount there will be a studio willing to pay them to do more of this stuff.
Well, if you do White Chicks 2, you got to get the girls back. The girls from you got to get everybody back. Get everybody back but also don't cheapen it. I don't want it to feel like just like a this was funny in the first one and we're kind of doing the same thing in this one to get a lot. Like, I don't do that though. So maybe don't bring everybody back.
It sounds like you asking for them to do a Coming to America 2 without it being like Coming to America 2.
What if they called the movie Asian Chicks and they did that?
No.
Latino chicks?
Like they got to dress up as Asians? See, first of all, they're going to have a problem dressing up as white people as it is in 2026. They put on some prosthetics and they're Asian. Dog.
K-pop jokes.
They go. No, it would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious.
But like they would call that shit a hate crime. They wouldn't even let it get to the theaters.
They thank God I've never seen Coming to America 2 for that reason. Coming to America was good enough. I did not need my experience ruined. And after hearing what I've heard about Coming to America 2, I'm glad. But I don't want it to be that either. I don't want it to have those reviews that stank. That, oh, maybe you shouldn't have did this. That's a good movie. I can't believe you're not a big fan of it, but it's a great movie.
There are very good quotables in it. Obviously, there are some viral scenes to remember, but if you were going to make them do another rendition of something that they had already done, I'd go do another Little Man. That's going to be the most socially acceptable. Like it's going to have the least amount of people upset at you for making the movie. I'll go do Little Man too.
My mom said that she thinks Little Man is the better one out of the two, and I tell her no, you're wrong. Little Man's great.
I'm a John Witherspoon fan, so he kind of made that movie.
Little Man is funny as fuck, but it's just
like it's White Girls. Why do I keep calling it White Girls? White Chicks is only funny for like maybe 3 scenes.
No.
It's like 3 solid scenes in White Chicks.
I'm about to talking about it's about to have me go put it on after the stream. White Chicks is hilarious. That scene where he's eating the cheese, and she's like this, like quiche, like dairy. He's running into that bathroom. That old lady says to move, bitch.
It's the scene where Terry Crews first meets I don't know if it's Marlon or Sean, where he first meets him. There's the scene where Sean is outside of the prosthetics and he taking old girl to Terry Crews' house, and the dog comes out. The fucking
that shit's funny. That shit's funny.
I mean, other than that, though, it's a pretty bland movie.
No, there's the scene in the dressing room. There's where
they got gas. Yeah, that shit makes me throw up almost.
No, not the gas part. That part's funny too. But I'm talking about the part where they're trying on the clothes and they're not fitting. And there's the very beginning, the Quandalamela. I need a Quandala. That shit is hilarious. Like that movie is so damn funny. He said, "You mean to tell me you're not? Yeah, I'm not a girl. White? The deception."
Right.
That shit is hilarious.
No, I'm not a girl. White?
He said, "Negro, please. Didn't anybody tell you this was an all-white party?" That shit is funny. But Yo Mama Jokes is the one of the best scenes.
Oh, you want to talk about mothers?
She said, "It's mother time." The way Sean says that shit, oh my gosh, so funny. He said, "Oh, I'm about to go put that shit on." That is funny. That is hilarious. They do need to do it too. Do it too. Because a little clip I saw of him as Tiffany Wilson got me excited. I was like, oh shit. She look a little older, but I'm still here for it. That's just funny.
Seems like a good place to wrap it.
Thanks for coming, people. We enjoy doing these streams. We'll be here, God willing, next week. Same Pantheon time, same Pantheon channels. Oh, we'll do a Nemesis discussion, I'm sure, by then. I did watch it.
Cool.
And just to be quick, yeah, we're getting a season 2 for sure.
Definitely getting a season 2.
Great ending. You guys have anything to promote on your way out?
We'll be back to our regular time on Sunday. Sunday at 4:30. So, check us out. Dubs and L's. Behind the Cape talk. All that good stuff. We'll see you there.
Nixon 5.
I will be actually live tomorrow and next week. Got some things done that I need to get done for the channel, so I'll be live then. Bada boom.
Chill, where you gonna be at?
Undisclosed location, man. Undisclosed. My own business over here in Toronto. Not watching the World Cup though.
Was talking about when you was gonna be streaming next, but I appreciate.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I won't. No, streaming is not. It's not. I have don't give a fucking Titus. Remember, so
got it.
Maybe when they do the Vixen book, I'll care. So look out for that. The Vixen upcoming news. Vixen comic book. All right. Where's that alcoholic who ends our stream? Here he is.
Hey, I've been watching y'all every single time on Thursday and Friday because I swear to God, y'all switch up every now and then. But rock out. I'm fucking with it. I'm out.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate it.
I know.